Hello, everyone! Hello, chat!
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of Nostalgic Chatter. Do you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Hello, my name's Libearty. I usually go by Lib. I like art and drawing and making stickers and stuff. And, I don't know. I scream about piss a lot on Twitch.
You know what? Me
What's
too.
up? You're gonna find out through this little section that I like Pokemon a lot. A lot of my answers to this was about Pokemon.
No, we love Pokemon here. Also, Sakone? Sakone? I don't know if I said I don't know if I said your name right, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. No, yeah, so I invited Liv as my next guest for talk about nostalgia, because that's all I ever do now. And there goes my sandwich. And
Bye, sandwich.
y'all just using all the video redeems like right then and there. Right now.
I love that they show up on the TV. That's really cute.
Yeah, so I use the TV to like present anything. So if there's any point like you bring up anything and like I need to show a picture to like the chat, I'll use like I'll put it right here on this TV. Right here.
Oh, beautiful. Oh man, I should have got stuff ready.
I mean, no, you're totally fine. Sometimes like a lot of the stuff is like on the spot. You're so fine. Don't worry.
Alright.
Sorry that we're having fun. No, Eli, you're fine. Also, I saw earlier while the stream was on the loading screen. Brad, thank you so much for the sub. Let me see again. What was it? You've been subscribed before. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you again. It's always appreciated. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
But no, yeah,
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I didn't ask you, Tim?
Oh, yeah.
Can I swear on your stream?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, good. I swear a lot.
No, yeah, me too. You're so fun. No, yeah, I swear. You swear. We all swear here. We do a little swearing here.
Okay, perfect.
No, I always have like on my streams like, oh, I swear. Don't come here if you don't like swearing.
Good, cause fucking same.
But no, you're so good. Do you have any other questions you want to ask before I?
No, I think that's the biggest one. That's the biggest one.
Okay.
I won't talk about the piss jar too much. Don't worry.
the many piss jars you own.
The many, yes.
The many.
There's over 200 of them now.
Oh my
if you
god.
can believe it.
Where do you get your piss?
Chat.
They all simultaneously just like do they each like give you a jar that they pissed in, or?
I mean, some of them give more than others. But yeah.
It's like a donation.
They save their, I don't know where the jars come from. I don't ask that.
It's like a donation. Like you didn't ask for it, but you got it anyway.
Well, I did ask for the piss. I just didn't ask about where the jar goes.
I just didn't ask for the jar. So
yeah. Listen, they can collect their jars from wherever. Old pickle jars? Sure, why not? Okay. Mayonnaise containers? Yeah, that could be a receptacle.
Those are some eggy piss then. Oh my god.
I mean, they probably clean them first, right?
They probably clean it with the piss.
Exactly. There you go.
It's so.
You're getting it.
The thing is, I had a burger. I made myself a burger for my dinner, and I put mayonnaise on it. Now I'm finishing my mayonnaise jar full of piss, and now I can't look at mayonnaise the same.
At least mayonnaise isn't yellow. It's okay. You'll be all right.
But the jar is yellow.
I also had a burger for dinner.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh wait, your mayonnaise jar is yellow?
Yeah, like the lid is yellow and the label's yellow.
I don't know what kind of fucking mayonnaise you're using. I don't remember
it's
yellow.
It's called Duke's natural mayonnaise, and I don't.
Ooh, fancy mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Damn.
if someone's called Duke, it's gonna be fancy immediately. Pissanese.
For real, you're right.
No, don't call it
Pissanese.
Pissanese. Don't call it that. Oh my god. Hey, hello, I would like one order of Pissanese with that.
That sounds like you're getting hollandaise sauce, you know?
I don't like that it makes sense when you said that. I don't like that at all. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sure they boil the piss first, don't worry. It's sanitary.
What happens if you boil piss now?
You know what? I don't know. I could find out. I do have 200 jars. Like we said.
Go make yourself some soup.
It's a great broth. You're
It's
so
a
right.
broth. Oh my god. I can't with the piss. I'm allergic to piss, Lib.
Anyway, I said we were not gonna talk about piss. I said I wouldn't talk about it. That's what I said.
This happens sometimes. You know, it's like one of my other streams. I said we weren't gonna talk about Monster High, and all we did was talk about Monster High.
Listen, there's a lot less piss in my childhood, so don't worry. We don't have to talk. It won't come up again.
I hope so. I hope there was. I hope. So I'm gonna shoot you with the first question.
Yeah, do it up.
Alright, so what would you define, like, nostalgia to you? This can be your own definition or from your own life experiences as well.
So, I read this question and I was like, good feeling when thinking about old things.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I wrote. I just wrote, you know those white and red paper food containers? That's nostalgia. They still use them though, so it's like, damn. Whenever I go to a place and I get one of those, I'm like, oh, this is like when I used to get hot dogs as a kid.
I like that specifically your answer is like those red and white containers.
I've realized through streaming that I have a lot of food related thoughts and memories and opinions. So
I mean, does streaming just make you hungry?
No, I just talk about food all the time. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of food related okay. You know what else makes me nostalgic? Cherry pizza, and that's a big part of my life now.
Hold on, cherry pizza?
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
So it's like a Hawaiian pizza, but with cherries on it. Like in addition to the rest of it.
But like cherries are like really like I can deal with pineapple on pizza, but cherries on pizza?
It's really good, and I had it my whole life. Even as a young child, my parents would always get that as their pizza, and so I always thought a Hawaiian pizza came with cherries all the time. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I found out they don't. Usually they just have the pineapple and the ham.
I'm just so bewildered. Like cherries are like really sweet though. Like I know pineapple is sweet.
It's maraschino cherries too. It's not even like fucking pitted cherries.
Oh my god. I'm just, what does it taste like? Can I ask? I'm just curious now.
Honestly, the cherries really complement the pineapple. Like, it's really, really good. Like, if you ever get the opportunity, you should definitely try it.
I think I'll, like, try a slice, but I don't know if I'll like it. I'm a very picky person. You see, I have, like, the OCD autism, where everything, like, I eat my food in a very schematic order, where I don't like to mix my foods at all unless they're, like, already pre-mixed. Like,
that's fair.
Like, I don't ever dip my french fries in ketchup. I like them separate. But I'll eat my burger with ketchup, you know?
Like with ketchup on the burger?
Yeah. Also, Bare Bones Brand, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm just a very picky person. So, like, and the thing is, I always order, like, plain cheese pizza. I don't ever get, like, pepperoni or, like, meat lovers. I never get that. It's always, like, plain, because I like it plain. And I don't like mixing my foods together. So, pineapple pizza, I'll eat pineapple on pizza. Like, I'll eat some stuff, but that doesn't mean I like it, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, my brain would just go, this doesn't feel right. This don't feel right for my brain, for my mouth, for my stomach. Even though it won't matter in my stomach, it'll be just in there.
You know what? Trax is right. I have shown a picture of the pizza. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I would love to show it on the TV.
It's I've had a couple weird pizzas, and I've shared this with, you know, my community. They're better than they seem. I had a hot dog pizza very recently, actually.
A hot dog pizza. That kind of makes sense.
I know, honestly, I think that was the least weird one to people because it's basically just a sausage. But I also had a strawberry pizza, which was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just staring at this. Hold on, let me get like the picture on here. Hold on. Where's the goddamn like picture of this like video reacts chat?
And you know what's so funny, Tim, is that this like pizza is such a huge part of my brand now. Like,
it is?
I get people to try it, and then I go onto their streams while they eat it. Like, it's just a big thing. It's literally, I sent it in your chat. I have an emote of the pizza.
That's crazy.
I talk about it probably every stream.
where the heck is my fucking... I always had like a preset. Hold on, let me like copy.
No, you're so good. But I had it growing up. It's like such a nostalgic thing to me. I didn't really think about it, but I guess it is a nostalgia thing, and then I just brought it into my streams.
It just became like a way of your life at one point.
Yeah. Liv is always trying to force people to eat this pizza. It's true, but Adam likes it too. Adam is my husband, by the way.
Right. I remember your husband.
Okay.
Oh my god. This always happens every time I try to fit something. It's just like, it gets too big for the TV.
It's so large. It's so large.
So that's the
it's
pizza. So, okay, the ham and pineapple, there we go, it's on the TV. That's better. the ham and pineapple, I can see it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, then you got, like, the bloody cherries on there, and I'm just like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right.
It is definitely a choice.
Like...
But it's really good, I promise.
I mean, I believe you, it's just, like... It's just, fresh out peanut butter. I hope you get more peanut butter soon.
Hi, peanut butter.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the hydrate as well.
Why does that look kind of good? King Max Static? Because it is good. It's delicious. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
I mean, it doesn't look unappetizing. I'm just confused. I would try this, absolutely, because there goes Kermit with the pizza.
Kermit! Actually, Kermit, you can have it, please.
Try it.
Try it, Kermit. Tell me how you feel. Share it with all your friends.
Would you say you would advise everyone to try this pizza if they can?
I would. If you can, yeah, if you're not allergic. There's some people who are allergic to cherries or pineapple. And
right.
Eat it,
or dairy and all that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, then they can't really enjoy pizza at all. So.
I mean, just like...
Yeah, they're good.
It just looks... the only thing in my head is just like, would you put whipped cream on it then?
No. I mean, it's still made with red sauce, so I'd be careful. It's not like a dessert pizza. I do get, whenever I bring this up, I do get a lot of comments about like, oh, I would see it as like a dessert pizza. It is not a dessert pizza.
I mean, yeah, because there's still
very
ham.
Savory.
There's like ham on it.
There's ham, there's red sauce, and there's normal cheese, and it's a normal crust, so I would not put whipped cream on it.
It's just so interesting. I've generally never heard or seen or met anyone who likes cherry pizza, and like this was a part of your childhood?
Yeah, it was. And apparently it's like I don't know where it originated or like how far it goes, but it is like a New England thing.
Is it?
And I live in Maine, but I've talked to so many Mainers who had no fucking idea what I was talking about. They were like, why would you ever put cherries on pizza? But at all of my local pizza places, cherries are included as one of the options, like one of the topping options. So it's like, it is an option and people get it. When I called my local pizza place and asked for this for like the first time in years, I was like, hey, this might sound weird, but could I get a Hawaiian pizza with cherries on it? They were like, that's not weird at all. People order that all the time. But everyone I talk to says they've never had it and it's fucking strange. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You're just going the wrong places.
I just never.
It's 'cause you're going to like Domino's. You're going to like.
Well, yeah.
Pizza Hut.
That's the first problem. People are going to Domino's.
Yeah, exactly. No like chain is gonna do it for you unless. Well, here's the thing. Maybe if they're really cool, if you bring your own cherries in and throw them behind the counter, maybe they'd do it for you.
I'm just imagining you go up to like a pizza chain restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And you just like have this big jar full of cherries, and you like slide it to like the cashier first, like, you know what to do.
Yeah, you know what to do. Yeah, you pull your sunglasses down. You know what to do.
And you also sign like a $5 tip. She's like, you know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a crime.
It's so perfect. It's like a crime. Yes. You're in the back alley. You open your jacket up. You're like, I got what you need, and it's just like jars of maraschino cherries.
Just like, this is all I want. Your family will be. I'll release your family if you just do this one thing.
Eat the cherry pizza.
Oh, that's how you define nostalgia.
I guess so. That was a tangent and a half. I literally only wrote, you know, those white and red paper food containers, and then I said every time I see a VHS tape.
Wait, when you said the red and white one, do you mean like the checkerboard? Like the
Some of them are checkerboard and some of them weren't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the checkerboard. But also, though I didn't write down, but you know, remember that, like, it was on all the cups. It was like a white cup with like a blue and purple like zigzag.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That also. I don't know. Just a lot of like, whenever we'd go out to eat, or there's a lot of places here that are kind of like dinky little places. Like,
I love dinky.
You just kind of walk up to the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah! I get too. It's like a step up from the gas station.
Yeah.
Food, but it's not like a restaurant.
Yeah, and also you won't feel like you'll be stabbed there. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like chill vibes. And they've got like picnic tables outside for you to eat at.
Yeah.
That.
Kermit keeps coming back. I swear to God.
Kermit's hungry.
He's hungry.
Kermit is hungry.
No, I know what you mean though. Like little dinky little places, and like especially if they have like somewhat like an older aesthetic to it too.
Yeah, and they still use all those paper food containers. So just, like I literally just went to one recently, and it still had it, and I was like, oh my God. It never changes.
That's so good. I would say like there's only one restaurant here that kind of has like those like paper, like the most nostalgic paper food containers, and it's like have you heard of like Freddy's like steak and custard before?
I legitimately thought you were gonna say like Freddy Fazbear or something. You were gonna make a joke. No, I've never heard of that. Steak and custard? I've never heard of
it's
that
like
combination.
It's a burger restaurant, and they also have like ice cream sundaes there too. So
nice.
So like they're like food, and like the I guess like food holders, the dishes they give or whatever, the paper plates, not the paper, the baskets. Yeah. They're baskets. They're always baskets. Yes. I feel like most restaurants get it wrong. People like baskets with their food.
I do. You're right. It's fun.
It's
more fun.
Exactly. So they have like that old school like red and white like paper basket for the fries, and like the tissue paper with it too. It comes with tissue paper.
That doesn't actually absorb like any grease at all.
Yeah.
It just like pools it.
Yeah. It does the job. And like I get what you mean. That's a good definition for nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like, you just think about it when you're a kid, like my parents would always get me like hot dogs at places like that because I guess I don't know. It was the time before the chicken tender.
Yeah.
That's like the kid food. But I'd always get red hot dogs specifically because that's like a thing that in Maine is red hot dogs.
Red hot dogs. Why is it red?
I don't know. They're just dyed that way. The casing is red. It's like bright red. When I say red, people don't. It's like red. It's like the color of your hair red.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've heard the legends. I've never seen one in real life.
They're really, really good. I prefer them over normal hot dogs because there's like a snap to it when you bite into it.
Really?
Yeah, some people call them red snappers. They're really good.
There's a fish in the hot dog?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like that.
Oh my God. I'm actually excited to hear more about like food from your childhood because I actually have not talked about like food enough. Huh? I've never heard much about like food when it comes to talking about these questions, so that's exciting.
Yeah, I like food.
God, you're so good. I love food too. Also, hi for some Raspberry Usagi.
Hi, Raspberry. I know Raspberry. Also, Nate Dog Memer asked, "Are there actual tons of writers, alcoholics, religious nuts, and demonic entities in Maine, or is that just in the Stephen King universe?" Oh my God. No, that's true. That's all true.
You're one of them.
Especially the writers and the alcoholics. I literally graduated with a creative writing degree, so take that as you will.
It's actually so cool. You graduated with a creative writing degree?
Yeah, I did.
Pretty
cool. I don't use it that much, but yeah.
I'm still in college right now, and I'm still debating on what I want my degree to be. I thought about like doing more writing stuff genuinely, so I take a lot of creative writing classes as well.
it's very fun. It's very fun.
I
like doing the workshops. It was always nice to get like feedback on your writing and stuff.
I might indulge in that for my next year's semester, but I just might. You know, I will.
A lot of jobs do, and it's like, oh, what jobs are you gonna get with that kind of degree? Well, a lot of jobs nowadays, like, they don't even just care that you, like, what you specialized in. Obviously, if you're going into, like, a very specialized field, like a medical field or something, you have to go to
medical
school for all these things,
right.
But if you get, like, a writing degree, you're basically qualified for any office job. Any office job will hire you at a higher rate because you know how to do your work
better than everyone.
Just having a college degree means that you put the work in and you were able to graduate, you know, and they see that.
I'm right now currently working to get like an associate's degree at the very least, and I'll still look good on paper, quite literally.
Do you get to get it for free?
No, I have to take about 2 years of college, basically.
Right, but like, do you have to pay for that college? Because I know that with all the COVID stuff that happened, at least, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's fine though. I got support from like family to help me with it.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, like
I just know here in Maine, it was like, if you graduated from high school with around 2020 to like 2023-ish, you got to go to community college and get an associate's for free.
That's
as like
so
a
cool.
Sorry.
As
like a sorry you had to graduate with COVID. Because it was horrible. It was so difficult for high schoolers at that time, which I mean you probably know at least a little.
No, yeah, so. I was one of the few people because I was still when COVID hit, I was still in high school actually.
Yeah.
I was a junior when COVID freshly hit. I had to finish my junior year in my house, and then I spent my entire senior year at my house, which sucked.
Damn. And they didn't give you free college?
No.
What the fuck?
No, they didn't.
Bullshit.
No, they didn't.
That's not fair.
No, it's
not fair at all.
It's not. It's really not.
At least like a free 2-year like community college. I thought that was really nice.
The thing is, I am going to community college right now.
Yeah, and you have to pay for it. Bullshit. Damn. They said, guess what? We do not give a shit that you had to deal with COVID.
I mean, that's like the majority of people nowadays. It's sad.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like I left my high school with like not to brag, but I was one of like I was like a part of the National Honor Society. I don't know if you had that at your school.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, so I was like I graduated the National Honor Society and like around top of my class, like one of the like top like few kids, and like fucking still nothing. They're just like, all right, here's the ribbon to say that you did it. You're not getting anything else.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm living. I'm a streamer now, so I don't know what that says.
Yeah, right. I think you made the right decision though to try to go for the associates first, because also you get all your gen eds out of the way too. So if you did want to go to something bigger later, you don't have to do gen eds again, and then that saves you money, because gen eds in like a bachelor degree program are way more expensive than
I imagine they're also a lot more harder, so
I don't know if they'd be harder.
I don't know.
I didn't go to a community college first, and I wish I had, because it would have saved me a ton of money. But
no, yeah.
Then you run the risk of like credits not transferring and all that stuff too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah. I hate school. Let's talk about something that's not about school, which is children's media, which is my next question for you.
Wow, what a good segue! Wow, claps for you.
Honestly, doing these interviews has like I've been getting better with my segues. I say while I'm on a segue.
I love it.
So, okay, what was your was there any children's media that you watched as a kid that you think would be impactful to kids nowadays in this growing generation?
I didn't watch TV, actually.
You didn't watch TV?
I'm kidding. I watch TV all the time. I'm joking. I'm sorry. No, I watch TV all the time.
I was about to have like a heart attack. I was like, are you okay?
No, I had to think really hard about this question, because there were a lot of shows I watched as a kid that I'm like, I loved them, but I wouldn't necessarily think that kids should watch them.
They
can, I guess.
What's an example?
Like, I loved, like, Invader Zim. I
Oh,
loved Invader
yeah,
Zim.
yeah.
I love The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ed, Edd n Eddy is great.
Yeah.
But, you know, they can have some mature stuff, which I think is fine. But if I'm gonna choose, like... Also, I don't know how young... When you said taught, like...
Yeah.
I don't remember what I watched when I was really
like,
young.
So, maybe, like, around, like, the estimate, like, under the age of, like, 10.
Okay, cool. That's what I went by, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when I was really young, I watched, like, The Comfy Couch, and I don't even remember anything about that fucking show. I probably watched Blue's Clues all the time.
Oh, I haven't thought about Blue's Clues in such a long time, actually. I know we have it now.
We can do. Yeah.
Steve will always be my favorite, genuinely.
I liked Steve, yeah. Joe was fine. But
yeah.
now there's some new guy again.
And he's wearing blue, and it's weird.
I think... Oh, yeah, I guess the Steve to Joe didn't really change color. I guess Joe wear different shirts, though.
He was a Steve to Joe. Joe still wore green, but it was like a different format of a shirt. Like, Steve had like the collared shirts, and then Joe had like a...
With the stripes.
Yeah. And then like Joe had like a shirt sweater combination. And then we got this new guy who's just wearing a tight blue shirt. I'm just like, that's weird. I won't go back to green. Go back to green.
Yeah, why would you take away the green? That's so iconic.
Exactly. Also, BP722, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, BP. Hi, BP.
I'm so happy that a lot of your people are tuning in to hear more about your stories.
Hell yeah. And Bloom. Hi, Bloom. I see you.
Hello Bloom. But, no, yeah. Blue's
we were talking about Ed, Edd n Eddy literally just last night on my stream. Yeah, you're right. That's raspberry. That's funny. Honestly, nostalgia's a huge part of my life now. Oh, so I guess I like it.
That makes me so happy to hear. Because honestly, me too. Like, I told you before. Like, we started the stream. I'm like a big toy collector currently.
Yeah.
So like,
I knew that you did the Monster High stuff. I remember that.
Yes. My Monster High shelf is my prize shelf. Like you have not seen it. You have not seen it recently.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't know if you ever showed me.
Do you want to see it?
We just talked about it.
Do you want to?
I would love to see it.
Hold on. It's like right across from my room, and I can literally just snap a picture of it. There we go.
Do it.
I'll even show... Listen, any excuse to talk about...
Oh no, I've opened up the can of worms here.
Any excuse to talk about my shelf and show it off to people, I will take it. Y'all remember what
let me tell you what I actually wrote down, though.
Yes.
I did not write those shows.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't know if I would suggest showing those to small children. Especially Invader Zim. That show is fucking dark as hell.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's very good. I like going back and watching it and being like, holy fuck, I watched this as a kid? Oh, and like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really like that show growing up, but whenever I see it now as an adult, I'm like, damn, that show's kind of dark. But I wrote The Rugrats. That's a great show that I think everybody should watch. So good. Especially some of the movies. Just iconic. And then, if we're gonna say The Rugrats, then The Wild Thornberrys, obviously.
Oh, yeah!
Like,
Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I fucking loved that show.
Oh, yeah!
And it has really good, like, life lessons, I think. And, like, Blue, the, like, main character, is an asshole.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's rewarded for his bad behavior.
No.
Like, people are always like, Blue, you're being a dick.
Blue, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Blue, shut up. So, I think that's a good one. I loved Wilt. I was obsessed with Wilt.
Oh, my favorite was Eduardo.
That's funny, because that's what Adam said, too. Adam said Eduardo was his favorite when I was talking to him about this.
Good taste.
Coco was also a classic. Gotta love. Coco's got the chaotic streamer energy, you know?
Yeah, Coco streams. Oh, no, I don't want to think about Coco streaming. Because I'm thinking about, like, the feet stuff.
The feet and the eggs?
Yeah! That's such a bad
that'd be iconic, though. And I wrote down for like young kids, Max and Ruby.
Oh my god, I love Max and Ruby. I absolutely.
You know that show ended.
Yeah.
Like officially.
Like
2021.
Wait, 20? Really?
Yeah. Like they stopped making new episodes at least.
I didn't even know it ended 2021. I thought it ended way sooner.
I didn't either. I didn't realize. I just was when I was looking it up. It said like 2001 to 2021, so it was like 20 years long, which is pretty long.
Oh, now I kind of want to go back and rewatch some of the stuff. Honestly, like, I saw this one, like, I don't remember if it was a tweet or a TikTok. I saw someone said, like, it's like, I think Max is actually autistic coded, and I'm just like, actually, wait, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure isn't that, like, the whole point?
I think,
that kind of...
honestly, when I was a kid, I just thought, I was like, you know, Max is so me, and then I'm, like, growing up, I was like, man, I am
there
so autistic.
Perfect! Max is there for young autistic children to, like, to empathize with, to understand, to see themselves. Yes. Absolutely.
Ruby was such a bitch to him sometimes.
Sometimes, but there's a lot of layers to that show that's like,
yeah.
Why are these two children alone?
They live with their grandma? I want to say.
But, like, no one was there. It was just them.
Yeah, no, you're right.
At least in the early episodes. I don't know if they added, like, adults later.
I think they added adults later. I think actually later, like, near the end, they made Max start talking more, first of all, and also I think they started including, like, the parents more, actually, which I thought was a really weird shift. Because...
That is weird, yeah.
Because honestly, I like when Max didn't talk that much. I felt like, as a kid, like, and even as an adult, seeing him able to talk, I'm just like, when were you able to speak? It's like seeing Tom and Jerry talk.
The thing I really loved about Max and Ruby was, it was like, it was not a very loud, like, cartoon for young children. And I think that is nice for helping learn, like, patience and, I don't know, kindness. Like, just the way that the show is framed.
Patience and, like, I'm trying to think of another word, but you're on the right track. I completely agree with you though, because like, you know, like all kids are different, and everyone's got at least like have like a Max in their life, you know. So absolutely. Like, and that show really did show like kind of like how to be patient with Max, and like what to do and what not to do in certain situations, especially for young kids to learn that. Because, like...
That and, like...
Empathy.
It wasn't, like, super loud. Yes, empathy.
That's that's the right words. Thank you, Starry Shy.
That's perfect, Starry. It was, like... It's not a huge, like, a super loud, abrasive show. Like...
Like a slapstick.
Just, like, bright. Yeah, or, like, bright and colorful. Yeah. And, like, loud. Not just in, like, sound, but in visuals.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. It was very calming. It was very chill. And, yeah, it was good for, like, patience, for empathy... Because not just because of how Max behaved, but because of like how they were able to tell a story with a character who barely spoke. Like the narrative was very clear and easy to follow.
Honestly, like I kind of want to rewatch that show because I remember a lot of scenes from that show. Like it's just a really cute show. Like
it is.
That's a show I would definitely like show my future kids.
BP, I love that you were named after Max. That's so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's absolutely adorable. Or I mean, at least that's what I'm assuming.
Or like if you were named after
I don't know any other characters besides Max and Ruby, and I don't think your name is Ruby.
Yeah. Honestly,
I know you.
Honestly, I have a nickname in my family as my mom named me after like a movie. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I named my son after a character in a book.
Oh, what was the book, can I ask?
The Giver.
Okay. So I have like I said, I have a family nickname. My mom, it was my mom's favorite movie is The Fifth Element. And
I've never heard of that movie.
You never? I mean, honestly, it's a pretty niche movie. Like my brother always talks about it every time he gets, and my mom nicknamed me like the main chick from that movie. Her name's like Lilu, and I was like that's like my family name, not my legal name. So.
Hell yeah.
They wanted to make it my legal name, but my dad was like, "That's a little weird, don't you think?" She's like, "Fine, it's her nickname."
I don't think that. I mean, that's a cute name.
I like go by like that name with like family exclusively. So
yeah, that's fair.
It's always weird when I hear like a stranger say it. I'm just like, who are you?
Yeah, sorry, BP. I didn't mean to like dox you right there. I realized you didn't actually say the name, but I just assumed there's like two characters in that show.
I honestly didn't think we were talking like I thought you meant like from a different show. I wasn't sure if it was from Max and Ruby. So. Oh,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well.
But oh yeah, I have like the photo ready. This is my Monster High shelf, by the way.
Oh, you're not gonna show it on stream?
No, I am. I'm just sending it to you first, so I can, like, send it on stream.
Okay.
Hold on, I might need to...
Fine, I doxed myself.
I'm
It's alright. Just, now all you need to do is tell us your SSN, and then we'll have everything we need.
I'm actually have to show this off the TV to the chat.
Yeah, it's too big. Wow,
yeah.
It's too big for the TV.
It's okay.
You should have put a big shelf behind the beanbags, and you could
have
put them on there!
The thing is, we're too big, we'll cover it up!
Yeah, we would. But it'd be cute.
But,
wow, you do have quite a lot.
Yeah! Chad, this is my Monster High shelf. I'll take every opportunity to talk about it, because I'm very proud of my collection that I've developed over the past 2 years.
That's me with my Beanie Babies.
That's so based. I love big collections like this. I thought about doing more interviews talking about more specifically about toys with a lot more people. Because, bro, honestly, like, if you want my honest opinion about what I think about toys, like, I honestly think, like, most toys are, like, not just for kids, but also, like, there's an art to toys, I feel like.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a very big, like, because, like, people, like, have to design it, have to come up with the fucking patterns, and, like, especially with dolls. Like, because no one sits there just, like, yeah, it's just a piece of plastic. The kids will like that. No, they put, like, fucking details into the outfits. And, like, fucking, like, detail what kind of hair to use. And, like, accessories. And, again, like, the clothes, for God's sakes. Like, different clothes. And it's like, there's an art behind it. I fully believe that. Anyone who argues me, you will lose.
No, I totally agree. I love toys. So I work retail, and I specifically work in the toy department because I love it so much, and it makes me like, I actually enjoy working when I'm in that department because I like being around all the toys.
Yeah, I would too.
It's more fun. I get to look at them, and then I buy stuff that I shouldn't.
That's so cool, though. I would love to work in, like, the toy department. Honestly, just to sit there.
Yeah. I also wrote down one show that I would never, ever want anyone to show their kids.
Oh, yes, please.
Caillou. Never fucking let your kids watch Caillou. It's the worst. For so many reasons. And like,
I would love to hear
literally
your reasons.
the opening shows its full ass right away. Like, the first opening, because Caillou's, like, throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah!
And yeah, that's every episode. And his parents just give him whatever he wants. I'm like, what? That's the worst lesson to teach young children!
I remember I watched Caillou as a kid, and I always hated Caillou. So,
Good! You should! He was a horrible person! He was such a dick!
He was so mean to Rosie! And she was like a baby!
Yeah. He was mean to everyone! And it's like, oh, he's just a kid. Okay. Whatever. If this was real life, yeah, he's just a kid. Like, he'll probably grow up and be alright. But, like, it's not real life. This is a show that's supposed to be for children, and you're just teaching children how to be little shits. Like,
you're showing them it's okay to be a little shit.
Exactly, and every time my son would watch that show, he would act like a little shit.
Oh!
I was like, nope, I'm done. No,
so you have personal trauma from it?
Yeah, I do. I was like, we're not watching that show. It's done. Done. And you know what? He was better for it.
What, was it like after the first episode he watched it, or like?
No. Okay, he used to love that show, and he would watch it all the time.
Oh,
and
no.
he would start to, like, exhibit the behaviors, because let me tell you what, guys, kids are fucking sponges. Like, super spongy. I tried to watch Nanny 911 with him in the room once, and never again. Never again, because he immediately started acting like those kids, and I was like, nope. Okay, we were not watching that show.
Like Super Nanny? Like Nanny 911?
Yeah, it's like when the kids are horrible, they get a nanny to come and help them.
Oh,
for, like, a week or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch that, actually, when I was younger, and I actually learned more from, like, the parents' side than anything.
Yeah, I watched it when I was, well, okay, so my son we were watching it, and he was, like, 5,
right.
So he's, like, an actual young child.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they just absorb that shit real easy. So, just, things to know.
That's actually, like, such good, like, notes for, like, anyone with kids, or, like, anyone who wants to have kids. Just, like, don't show your kids something if you know it'll affect them negatively.
Yeah, Caillou was just not it. He was just a little shithead, and he never The problem is there was never like a lesson. It was just Caillou is a shithead. He gets what he wants at the end of the episode. He's happy. Like that does not teach anything good. Like in Max and Ruby, if Max was being a little shithead, like he got in trouble for it and he made up for it. Like like there was repercussions for bad actions, which is like the most important part.
Honestly, Peppa Pig is worse than Caillou. No, yeah, I've seen Peppa Pig, actually. I've seen clips of Peppa Pig. Yeah, so, that, like, do you know anything about Peppa Pig?
Not really. My niece used to watch it when I was younger, but I didn't really pay attention.
So Peppa Pig is, like, there's, like, Peppa and, like, her little brother George, and George is, like, the British version of Caillou, basically.
Oh, great.
And, like, basically, like, there's, like, so many clips I've seen where, like, George is, like, eating his ice cream, like tilting it, and Mommy Pig's like, now George, don't tilt your ice cream or else it will, and then before she says it, it's like the ice cream falls on the ground, she's like, fall, and then the fucking George starts crying like a little shit, just like, ee! Like, it's also like the most ear-grating cry I've ever heard, and like, the Mommy Pig's just like, well, George, like, I tried to, it was like, we can't get you another one, and he's demanding for another one, and Daddy Pig's like, here, I'll just give him mine, and Daddy Pig didn't get an ice cream, and it was really sad for me to watch. And then there was like another thing, another episode where it's like the family goes to like a pool with another family, and George just like has like a little toy watering can, is watering Peppa on like her head with it, and she's like, George, stop! That's like, I don't like that. And like George and like the little brother with like the like other family's like daughter are like giggling like little shits, like he starts watering your head, and then like drops the can right in the water, and they're like, my can that was torturing people with. And Daddy Pig is like, Daddy Pig's like, here, let me go get that for you, George. Gets the can from him underwater, gives it to George, and then George proceeds to continue watering people's heads with it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nah, I hate Peppa Pig personally. It's just such a bad show.
Yeah, I did not know that. I've never really watched that one. Oh, man.
There's, like, probably a lot more worse clips, honestly. George is, like, the worst offender, honestly, because he's like Caillou, but, like, if Caillou and Rosie swapped ages, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And, like, George isn't even the main character in that one.
No, it's Peppa. And, like, Peppa's, like, doing all so it's like, oh, I wonder what we're gonna do today. And then George is, like, in the background screaming and crying because he does that, and that's his only personality trait.
Yeah. Damn. I agree, BP. Bluey is amazing.
Oh, Bluey's so good.
But it's not nostalgic.
Yeah. It's like, it's very new. But it'll probably become nostalgic for future adults, you know, who kids are watching it now. But
I had that thought when I was thinking about children's media that I watched as a kid. I was like, damn, yeah, Bluey is a really good one for current kids. And like, I think a lot of shows like Steven Universe and The Owl House and stuff like that are all really good for not like super young, obviously,
like teenagers,
for, like, way younger,
like like
or
preteens or teenagers.
Exactly.
Nah, you were gonna say something? Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I was.
I thought you were. I was just gonna say, like, it's sad because like there's not many shows that I can recall that's like in this current day and age that like young children watch.
Yeah.
And it's like we need more kids shows for like younger kids. Genuinely, like Bluey's the one thing I can think of, and then like CoComelon's the next.
A lot of the other stuff is like just like Little Einsteins, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, what was that show that was for really young kids? Not the Backyardigans, but it would come on around that time. They were like they were in the hamster cage.
Oh, Wonder Pets.
Yes, Wonder Pets.
I love Wonder Pets.
That's a good little kid show.
That is a good little kid show. I love the Wonder Pets.
The song always got stuck in my head. I know so many little kid shows because of my son, like from back then, but
right.
Oh god, that's so funny.
Was there any other like little kid shows that you remember from your childhood? Because like I imagine like you had like different ones.
Probably like Clifford.
Yeah.
Clifford was always a good one. My TV in my bedroom didn't have cable at all. It was like an old antenna TV. It was one of those ones that has like dials on the front, on the top, that you could change the color of the TV and stuff. My brother used to tell me that if I kept messing with the dials, that the TV was gonna blow up. He didn't want me to touch them.
That's so messed up, but yeah.
Yeah, those things that you believe your whole life, and then you get older and you're like, oh wait, that's not real. That wasn't gonna happen. Like, they just said that because I was being annoying. Oh, okay. But it still had the plug, so I could plug in my like N64 to it, which is really the only reason I had the TV. But it had antennas, so I could get, what is it, PBS?
PBS was like for non-cable like television.
Yup, and so I would watch that in my room sometimes. Clifford or Arthur, I think, was on that one.
Yeah. I'm very iffy about like Arthur as a show, because I remember there were so many moments where like it's a little too harsh for young kids to watch.
Yeah, I remember my only big memory of Arthur was this one time my mom said, hey, can you help me do the dishes? And I said, no, I'm watching Arthur. I'm watching this episode of Arthur.
That's so funny.
That's pretty much my only memory of Arthur, though.
I'm just imagining like little Liv just sitting in front of the TV. Your mom comes in just like, hey, I need help with the dishes, and you're like, not fucking now, Mom. I'm watching Arthur. Get
out of my room. I'm watching Arthur.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I did see Hannah Montana BP. I didn't really like a lot of live action shows. Except I really did like Lizzie McGuire.
The only live action shows that I liked was like iCarly or like Big Time Rush, which is really sad to me now because of like all the recent stuff that was like let up on Nickelodeon.
You're younger than me. That hurts. That shit was out when I was like a teenager, like a later teenager. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah,
I didn't really watch iCarly.
iCarly and Victorious was my stuff. Like when I was a kid.
Oh my god! Oh no! I mean, you are. I know you're younger than me. But
yeah,
that's still crazy.
No, it's okay. It's okay if I make it like an old joke.
Go ahead, make an old joke.
I know you're like. I know you're old and I'm young, so don't worry. I mean that like a nice way. Like you're older than me by like a few years, but like I made
by like 10.
Yeah. No, it's okay because like RJ Geek Squid, my last interviewee, is like way older than me, like also like around the same age as you. So I
think I was gonna say I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of made them like wither away. Like into an old man.
As soon as you said Big Time Rush, I died. You know what my Big Time Rush was?
What is it?
Oh my god, the Naked Brothers band. That was probably.
Oh yeah. I didn't watch them.
Or like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know those shows, but I never watched them because by the time that I was watching watching television, it wasn't on for me.
Look at that, I got Adam to say something. Right, you remember the fucking Naked Brothers band, Adam? You know who was in the Naked Brothers band? Fucking Nat Wolff, who was literally like one of the main characters in fucking Fault in Our Stars, the movie. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that sounds crazy.
He played in a bunch. He's like a big. Maybe not big movie star, but he's in a lot of movies now.
He's like
crazy.
He's like
Whenever
the Chris
I see him,
Pratt.
I'm like, you were a naked brother.
So it's really funny because like I didn't watch it and like I haven't heard that name in so long. So when you keep saying Naked Brother, I'm just like, that's a little weird.
I don't know why they were called that. I'm not gonna lie, that was their name.
That's such a strange name, the Naked Brothers.
The Naked Brothers band. That's what it was called. Like the whole band.
Like why are the brothers naked?
They were really young, so maybe it was like, I don't know. That almost makes it weirder. I don't know why they were called that.
Wait, they were like teenagers, right?
Like one of them was really young, like probably 12 or 13. And one of them was a little older.
Who allowed this? Who allowed that?
They were very young. Like Big Time Rush, they're like actual like 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
No. Naked Brothers band, they're like children. They're like actual young children. And I was like, what? I never watched that show because I didn't really get it. I was like, I don't care about this.
I don't care about your big dreams.
And these are like real people. Like they weren't playing characters.
It was like an actual band?
Yeah, like these two kids they actually made music. So I don't know. I have no idea. And one of them went on to be a movie star, so yay. Congratulations to Nat Wolf.
Good for them.
Yeah. Oh god, that's so funny. Also, BP, that's a good question.
What show that you've seen and no one's ever... Oh, I can answer that, actually. I have an answer for that.
I have one answer, but you've probably seen it. Cause
do you wanna go first?
Now that I know your age, like, I think you would have seen it. Because this came out when I was in high school. And I love it. I still love it. It was called Making Fiends.
I do know that. I loved that show when I was younger.
I wish it had kept going. Did you know that it was a web series?
I did, actually. I did.
The web series is a lot darker.
Yeah. Actually, the creator of Making Fiends is on TikTok and still makes animations of Making Fiends, actually.
Really?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
It's actually, she made, her recent animation was like, I think like April Fool's animation. It was like Vendetta and Charlotte swap places, so Charlotte's making the fiends and Vendetta's like, do you want to go play with me?
I hate that.
I loved Making Fiends. Actually, you want to know something funny? Making Fiends is what made me beg my parents to buy me a hamster, because I saw Charlotte's pet hamster and her hamster was named Buttons, and I specifically wanted to get a hamster named Buttons so I could have a hamster named Buttons.
That's so cute.
I love that hamster so much. He got really fat.
Oh god.
He lived a good lifespan for a hamster, so.
I loved that show, and I drew my friends and I as Making Fiends characters a lot in my sketchbook.
Me too. I feel like my show is definitely the older one, actually. Like yours was like a newer show. Like that would be my age. The thing is, I think this is more aligned as a Canadian show, but I had access to it because there was VHS tapes in my library that I could rent out when I was a kid. Have you ever heard of the show Rotten Ralph?
No.
Okay, so it was a stop motion kids show featuring this, like, you thought Caillou was bad, Rotten Ralph is worse.
Is it like what's that one show that was making its rounds on Twitter recently? It was like,
what did it look like again?
Horrible Henry? Or something?
Yeah. It was like, not really. It's more, so it's about this cat. Let me actually pull up an image for the TV.
Okay.
Cat. Yeah, I actually just realized I've never shown Rotten. Every time I do these kids, these interview stuff, I actually never showed what Rotten Ralph is on to my audience, actually. So let me get like a good.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just looked up the show that BP said. BP, I used to watch Noggin all the time with Child. I do recognize Toot and Puddle. As soon as you said Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, I was like, I know that fucking show.
Oh, I
watch
recognize
all the time with Child.
Oh.
I don't know what the Upside Down show is, though.
I've heard of the Upside Down show. I haven't watched it in a long time. So I'm going to show on stream, like, the image of Rotten Ralph. Let me make sure it's, like, fit in properly. There we go. So this was my childhood show that no one knows. I think only, like, 2 people know about the show. This is Rotten Ralph.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that on Twitter. I don't think I've ever seen it, like, when it was on television.
No, so the thing is, it wasn't, at least for me, I think this was a Canadian show exclusively, which is why it wasn't streaming, like, in the States, right?
Yeah.
So, it was a Canadian.
It does look like an analog horror.
It's so fun.
It's giving Amanda the Adventurer vibes.
It's so funny because, like, there is, like, a creepypasta for this, actually.
Of course.
But this was a Canadian show that was originally a book, actually. It was a book series before it became a show. And it was not streamed in the States, but I found, like, VHS tapes in my local library. My dad would always take me and my brother to the library every Saturday. And I was like, I always went to, like, look for, like, kids shows to watch, kids stuff, because, you know, I was a kid. Like I liked watching things. And I saw the cover of Rotten Ralph. I was like, ooh, kitty, because I was a big cat girl when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I got this, and I don't know what to say about this show. The fact being that Rotten Ralph is, like, the worst person on the entire planet. Like, it's in his fucking name. He, like, destroys... He's a cat, right? So he destroys fucking everything.
He looks like a fucking shithead in that picture, so...
He is a shit, but, like, so, I don't know how to explain Ralph. Basically, he literally destroys everything, right? Like, like, there's, like, in the very, like, intro of the show, he's like destroying like vases and plants, and like the dad of the little girl, her name is Charlotte. She's like, he's like, Ralph. He's like, Ralph, and he's like, and like Ralph is like giggling, he's like, oopsie. He's like, he's
an asshole.
He's like, he knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's like a little shit about it. He's like, oh, oopsies.
Oopsies.
And the only time he ever like feels like a little bad about is when like Charlotte, like his best friend, like the equivalent to like Mac and Blue, basically with their relationship, where it's like, Ralph, you're not supposed to do that. Like you're like destroying everything. And Ralph's like, I'm sorry, Charlotte. And then Charlotte leaves the room, and Ralph is like, I'm gonna break more shit now she's gone.
Oh my god.
He's like the worst person, but I grew up loving this show. I never like developed his like mannerisms. I think because I was like too good of a kid to like do what he did. I was just like, that doesn't look right. I don't want to do that. But it's like the fact that he like knowing that like young kids could absorb like that knowledge. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna be a little shit because this guy was a little shit on the TV. That don't show your kids this.
No, for real. Like, It's so funny that I don't know who comes up with these shows and is like, yeah, that's a good idea to show children.
I mean, like, with Rotten Ralph, I kind of get because it's a cat and, like, cats are shit. Like, lovingly.
True.
Also, because I'm covering up the TV, Broly the Saiyan 776, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you. But, no, yeah, this show... Don't show your kids. They will become like absolute like shit lords. But I'm gonna watch it because I'm not gonna do
I'm
this
an
stuff.
adult. I can watch whatever I want.
Exactly. Oh my god. So moral is like definitely like Maxi Ruby's definitely a good show to show kids because like we said earlier, patience and empathy. The Wonder Pets is a good show too because like. Oh.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way to help the whatever animals in danger and save the day. It was such a good, the tune I could sing. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so stupidly good.
I love like whenever they built the boat. That was my favorite scene every time. Also Eli, I watched Pinky Dinky Doo. I love Pinky Dinky Doo. Did you ever watch that, Lou?
I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
I can pull it up actually. Hold on, Pinky Dinky Doo. So it was a cartoon where like a little girl and like her little brother would sit in like a box, but they would make like a world in said box. Like they would use their imagination basically.
That sounds familiar now that you're describing it.
Hold on, let me I think when I show you the picture it'll like jog your memory. Hold on, let me like
Okay.
I'm actually gonna put.
It sounds like that one episode of SpongeBob.
No! I moved myself.
Imagination.
I actually moved myself.
No.
I was floating away for a second. Hold on. Let me do that. There we go. So this is Pinky Dinky Doo. Does that look familiar to you?
Yes, actually, yeah.
I can send like the fuller image so you can see it better if you need.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
I got the stream open.
Okay, good. Yeah, so this show, I watched this show. This was actually a favorite show of mine. I loved this because it was just all about like imagination. And like
I feel like I saw it, but I never like watched it. You know, like it was on.
No,
but
yeah.
I recognize the art because that's very distinct.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is definitely like a loss. Like not many people. I don't see many people talk about Pinky Dinky Doo. Actually, like that. This is a relic to me. Like
there's this one show. I don't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it stuck in my head. It was like called Raina's something.
Raina's something. What was like? Can you describe like the images maybe?
The only thing I can remember is there's this one episode where her brother was like on a stage and he was singing a song about rain, like actual rain, and I don't know, sometimes it gets stuck in my head, and right now at this very moment I can't think of it, but you know what I mean, like every once in a while, an old song, you just start humming and then it turns into something else and you're like, oh my god, I remember that. But only in very specific circumstances.
That's like me.
Not what I wanted to.
That's like me with both Dreams of Absolution from Sonic.
For what? What song?
Have you ever heard the song Dreams of Absolution? Like, Hold on, wait.
I don't know if I have.
I don't know if I can play it on stream because of copyright reasons, but I will pull the link for you.
If it's a Sonic song, you should be fine.
It's like, I think it is. Hold on. I mean, it is a Dreams of Absolution. Yeah, it's from,
it's called Shayna's Show. I just started singing the song in my head.
Oh, Shayna's Show. I've never heard of that, actually.
My friends, it's Shayna's Show. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's the tune.
So this actually for me is like, I've seen it before, but I've actually never watched it.
I don't even know why I watched it. It probably just came on. This is what happens when you have young children in your house all the time.
Oh, I remember the iguana. Oh, wait, I remember seeing some of this. No, yeah. Hold on.
Her brother's name was Rain, I think. Or it was something that rhymed with rain. I don't remember. When he was singing in the song, he said, "My name is this, it rhymes with rain, and this, my friends, is Shayna's Show." Yeah.
Hold on,
Also, Lazy Town! I loved Lazy Town, alright? I hate how much I loved it. I was in the fucking 5th grade. I was too old to be loving Lazy Town, but I did.
I wanna share something with you about Lazy Town with me.
Oh god, I'm scared.
I had a crush on Sporticus when I was a kid.
Sporticus?
Yeah!
Oh my god. That's like the most boring one! What are you talking about, Sporticus.
No, that was when I was a kid. Now!
No, I love that. Well, he was a good guy. He was cool. He was beefy, strong.
Yeah, I just, as a kid, I thought he was hot, so...
He was hot! Oh my god.
The actor actually is still, like, really in shape from those days, actually. Like, he's still able to do, like, a handstand and, like, all that shit.
Wow.
That's, like, crazy. Also, R.I.P. the actor of Robbie Rotten.
Robbie Rotten, yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I loved Robbie Rotten.
I also loved him. He was so silly.
Yeah.
Oh no. I just had, like, a Vietnam flashback to something else about, like, Lazy Town as well.
Oh god.
I was a kid, keep in mind, right? I didn't realize, like the ages of, like, the little girl and Sporticus, right? So in my head, I, like, paired them together.
Oh my god. Shut up. I knew, as soon as you said that, I knew what you were gonna say next.
I shipped them together as I was a kid, right? I don't do it now.
Yeah, I understand.
But it was like, I just had that flashback. I'm just like, no.
I think they definitely could have done a better job of making it more like a father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
They didn't. I don't know why they didn't just make him her dad.
Yeah, the mayor was the puppet mayor was her dad. I remember.
Was he? I don't even remember.
No, yeah, he
Why was a puppet her dad?
No, yeah, the mayor of the town was Stephanie. Is that her name?
Yeah, her name was Stephanie.
Yeah, like the puppet mayor was the dad of Stephanie, and I'm just like, that's really weird. I thought like,
that is weird.
Like before I realized that the dad, like at first it was like Sporticus wasn't her dad. I'm just like, oh, then Sporticus must be her boy.
Her uncle.
Oh, it was her uncle? Oh,
still kind of funky.
Does that mean her dad's a puppet?
I don't know.
Like, why is there puppet?
I don't know.
Who fucked a puppet?
Sporticus was her real dad, actually. He came back from the milk store jacked and in a blimp.
He's just never told her. He's like, you don't look like my dad. He's like, because I'm not your dad. That's right.
Oh my god.
I always thought the top 5 Lazy Town songs. Oh, I can't even name 5.
What's the one where she sings about... If you want to bake a pretty cake.
Yeah, that's one.
That one's good.
Stingy song, where it's like, this mailbox...
Stingy song!
This mailbox is mine!
I loved that character. I don't know why. He was just so fucking annoying. I loved him.
I also loved him. He's just like, he's the funniest thing to me. He's like, no, I don't think I will do that.
Yes, and that's another example of like, yeah, he was an asshole, but he wasn't rewarded for it. Exactly. Everybody was like, dude,
shut the fuck up, Stingy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like puppet young Sheldon. He doesn't like
I think young Sheldon is a little better than him personality-wise. Like,
yeah.
He's a little more empathetic.
Yeah. What was it?
We Are Number One.
We Are Number One.
That's yes.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I was like trying to think of the name of that song. I'm like, what is
I was just
that song that Robbie Rotten sings?
I was just gonna say like the Robbie Rotten song that everyone knows because everyone knows We Are Number One if you know Robbie Rotten.
Yeah. It's such a good one.
And then like all the scenes where like the clones are fucking. I was like, no, what are you doing? I love those parts specifically.
Oh my god, I don't remember those other ones.
Yeah,
I remember We Are Number One, the cake one,
the stingy song.
Yeah, the stingy song.
I can't think. I don't know what those ones either. I'm trying to think of like. I get just the
Gizmo guy must have been about the guy who did all the tech stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume.
Oh, which puppet of the cast freaked you out the most?
I don't know if any of them really freaked me out.
Mm-hmm.
I found them kind of endearing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was about them that I liked. I don't know, but I was. God, how old are you in the 5th grade? I don't know, like 12.
Yeah, 11 and 12. Because when you enter the 6th grade, you're 13. So.
Yeah, so that's how old I was when I watched Lazy Town. I remember I told one of my friends, and they were like, "What's wrong with you?" It was like the same time that I loved High School Musical.
Oh, you're the second person I know that likes High School Musical.
Oh God, it's embarrassing.
No, it's so valid.
With Ryan.
It's so valid. I didn't watch High School Musical because I wasn't interested in it, but like Geek Squid told me that they also love High School Musical. Actually,
that makes sense. I'm pretty sure RJ and I are very similar in age, so we probably got hit with it real hard.
Yeah, like RJ also really likes like musicals as well, so like that's also like in their fancy.
I just had a huge crush on Sharpay's gay brother.
That's so fair.
I loved him.
I'm excited when I get to you about the fictional character crushes question, which
I'm not.
I am. I love asking that question, which I'm actually gonna move on to the next question. Actually,
yeah, we should. We've been on this one for like the whole time.
It's a good conversation. So what was your everything toy as a child? The toy you carried around everywhere that you absolutely treasured as a kid?
I had a lot of toys that I loved, and they were almost all Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
So I'll start there. I can't think of one that like lasted a really long time that I carried around, mm-hmm. but I do have some like stories of like different ones. So
right.
I had this Meowth doll
mm-hmm.
that I loved so much that I would play with him all the time, and I put you know what Silly Putty is?
Yeah. Oh no.
I put Silly Putty on his tail, like all over his tail, like encasing it as like a cast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he broke his tail. I have to put this on. And I left it there for like a day, and then guess what? Silly Putty gets really fucking hard and stuck to cloth.
Oh no.
So I could not get it off of him.
Oh no.
And the way I did it, the way I got it, I used fucking nail clippers. What? And I clipped it off little piece by piece. So his tail it looked like someone shaved it. It was it had no hair left.
Oh my god.
But I got the Silly Putty off. I used to bring him to my grandmother's house, I remember, and one time we had to stop at a Walmart for whatever reason on the way, because she lived pretty far. And I brought him into the bathroom with me, and I forgot him there.
Oh no.
And thank God, my mom, on her way home, because I was spending the night at my grandma's, but on my mom's way home, she stopped at the Walmart, and he was still in the bathroom, so...
Oh, that's good.
I got him back.
That's good.
I don't have him now, though, but...
Aww.
I did find an exact, like, the same Meowth doll. I found it once at a yard sale, and I bought it.
Oh! he reincarnated.
Exactly. So I do still have, like,
a version.
The doll, just not the exact, not the exact same one.
Would you wish that you still had that exact same one?
I do wish. A lot of stuff I lost when I was young,
mm-hmm.
because the house I lived in got burned down, like, on purpose, but not... We left a lot of stuff behind when we moved in the garage, and we never went back to get it, pretty much. So I think I lost a lot of stuff from then.
Aww.
Which really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's fine. Like, we didn't own the house anymore. The people who bought it let the fire department burn it down as like as training. So
I've actually never heard of that before. That's crazy.
I know, it's so interesting. It's like I love being like, yeah, my old house burned down, but it was on purpose.
When you said it was on purpose, I thought he was like, did you set the house on fire?
No. They only burned the house part, though. There was also an old barn, and they left that. So every time we drive by there, which isn't often, because I live really far from where I used to live, I'll look and I'll see the barn just sitting there with no house. It's really kind of weird to see.
That's so
Especially
weird,
when you
though.
lived there your whole life.
I've never heard of, like, oh, yeah, we let our houses be a demo for firemen to set on fire.
Yeah.
Was the house
I didn't know that was a thing, but they must have... Oh, yes, that house was built in, like, 1820.
Oh, my God.
I live in Maine. The house I live in right now was built in 1860, so...
Oh, my God.
They're old farmhouses, pretty much.
They sound so cozy, though.
As long as they're taken care of, they'll last a long-ass time.
Was
like old houses.
Was the old one not really taken care of well, or...?
No. It was bad. My stepdad was, he had all these lofty ambitions. We got the house really cheap because it already had a bunch of problems.
Right.
He never really made it better. And it just got worse along the way.
It was that project that was just, like, that was never really worked on.
Yes. He would start something and then never finish it. So we had, like, exposed wires everywhere and walls that weren't finished. Like sheetrock that was just like nailed there, but not really. It wasn't great. It didn't look great. Tiles were ungrouted on the floor in our kitchen, so like sweeping was the worst.
that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it is what it is. My house now is better than that, but I wouldn't say that I'm a super handy guy. But we do have family who help us out, so it's nice.
I've been considering about like getting a house eventually, just like eventually, like for a good price because goddamn the house market, and
definitely wait until interest rates go down.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right
waiting
now,
for.
They're really high.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for right now, and like I'm the type I would love to have like house projects and work on them because I love doing stuff with my hands a lot. You know, I draw, I craft actually a lot.
Yeah.
So like, and I've always looked at TikToks. There's like, oh, we're gonna like do some stuff with my house.
Yes.
And I've been watching like this one TikToker who's been basically stripping away the modernization of the old house they currently live in now to like bring back like the old like aesthetic to it. Like they stripped down like the carpet. Like, they strip out the carpet for, like, the natural wood that was underneath and, like, the paint that was, like, covering, like, natural wood. And, like, I would just love to do that, like, a house project like that. Because then it's just, like, it'll feel, like, more like my house then. That just sounds like fun. That's so crazy to me, though. It's just, like, the whole, like, oh, yeah, we let our house be set on fire for, like, firefighters. Like, I've genuinely never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't really know, because we didn't own the house when that happened, so I don't know the process. They must have, like, known someone who worked in the fire department or something, because I'd never heard of that either, but that's what happened. It was a small town, so it's, like, one of those things that everybody just knows, you know?
Was it, like, a big house, by the way? Or...
It was pretty big. It used to be... So it had more rooms, and then we converted certain rooms. The bathroom, when we first bought it, was tiny, and it was attached to the kitchen. And then my stepdad changed it to a different room that was attached to the dining room area, which eventually became our living room. And it was a 3-bedroom. It could have been a 4-bedroom house, and it also had a shed that linked it to the barn, which is where we put all our trash. And when I tell you that's a bad idea, I mean it. Don't put your trash in a fucking shed.
It sounds like a bad idea.
Because especially if it's dark, because maggots will come, and they suck. Dealing with maggots was gross.
Did you have like other animal infestations, like raccoons?
Oh yeah, skunks all the time.
Oh God.
There's a skunk that lived in there for a long time, but the maggots like would go into the trash bags, that they'd be laid in there, and so then we had to bring the trash to the dump ourselves, which is something I still do now. It's a very main thing, apparently, to do that.
But if it's filled with maggots.
Yeah, so we would have to lay the trash on this, like, slab of concrete we had, because our driveway was dirt, but we had, like, this one little slab. And we laid the trash on there and we had to hose it down to get rid of the maggots.
Ew! Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
And was
for
that
sure something.
was that like a frequent thing that happened?
Yeah, it was actually pretty much every time we had to go to the dump.
Oh.
Which was like
so
once every week or two, we'd go to the dump with a bunch of trash.
Mhm.
And yeah, we would have to hose down the maggots. Cause like I said, the shed is very dark.
Mhm.
And it gets musty in there, and it's a perfect breeding ground for fucking flies, so
like
we used it.
So like at that certain point you just became numb. Basically just
Yeah.
like yeah,
It's
no.
like, well, we're hosing down the maggots again.
It's like
whatever.
It's like, oh man, I hate hosing down the maggots.
Yeah, it was just pretty normal. I don't know. And then it's so funny because like even to some people, going to the dump yourself is not normal. Most people like put it at the end of their road, or they have like a dumpster on their property or something. Like
Yeah,
a lot of apartments will have a big dumpster out back.
Growing up I didn't have like a dumpster thing. We just left them out on the curb. So
Yeah. But you have to pay for that.
I didn't know you have to pay for that.
Well, I guess maybe some place every town has different like ordinances
Rules
and stuff.
right?
Yeah. So some places you might not have to pay, but here if we want someone to pick up our trash, we have to pay for it. At least in the town we live in now. So we don't do that. We just drive to the dump because the dump's not that far.
How does one like pay for it? Like, is there like somewhere you have to like sign a document? It's like we'll pay.
You
it.
probably go to the town hall kind of thing.
Oh, probably. I've never heard
or
that.
Or you go
before.
to the dump itself. I have no idea. Or you just call and you're like, here you go, and then you pay via internet nowadays.
I guess I've genuinely never heard of like, oh, hey, I'll give you $5 to take my trash out. All right.
Oh, it's a lot more than that.
Well, I know that, but just like,
That's why we don't do it, because I'm like, it's like, I want to say it's like 30-something bucks a month.
Oh my god.
Which maybe isn't that bad, but like, if I could do it for free, why wouldn't I?
I mean, yeah. That's like a
just
whole
drive my
Nintendo
trash.
subscription right there.
Exactly! So I just drive my trash to the dump, and our dump is free to deposit your trash, which is nice, so I don't spend any money on trash. But in other towns, you have to pay, even to bring your trash. It's like $2 a bag or something.
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah, it is. You have to get, like, these special bags to prove that you paid.
Aw.
And, like, or you get these special stickers to put on each bag. It's a whole thing. Anyway, why are we talking about trash?
I don't know. This is I'm just really interested with trash, like this whole trash process. I guess I'll just keep that in mind if I ever like go somewhere else to live and like there's a trash process.
Yeah.
I've genuinely never heard of that.
If you live in an apartment, you're probably fine, because an apartment would have, usually, an apartment will include trash, like trash.
Like a trash
management.
chute.
They'll put like a giant trash can out back. In all the apartments I've lived in, there's been like one of those big dumpsters, and everyone puts their trash in there, and the big trash truck comes once a week and empties it, basically.
Right.
But when you have your house, you have to think about where your trash goes.
Right. So, would you say like the Meowth was like probably your most prized toy, by the way?
Yes. I also wrote the Molly. So the comfy couch. There was a character on the comfy couch called Molly. And she was a doll, and I had that doll when I was really, really young.
Aww.
That I loved.
Do you still have her?
No, I wish I did. I used to color on her with markers all the time. That's how you know you love someone.
Yeah, you draw on their face.
I also wrote, like, Game Boy Advance was one of my, like, everything toys
Oh,
as a
yeah.
child.
Yeah.
And all my Pokemon figures that I would, like, I'd play with Pokemon figures in doll houses instead of, like, actual dolls.
That's
like,
based.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Oh, I love that. Actually, my childhood toy was also a Pokemon toy, so I definitely get it. It was a Mewtwo doll that I actually still have to this day.
I love that.
His face is gone because I don't know why. I think that I grew up. I am like somewhere like. I've never been signed by a doctor because all the doctors I go to are very Christian. So I'm not medically signed as like on the spectrum, but everyone tells me, it's like, Tim, you're very much on the spectrum somewhere. It's like, looking back at my childhood, yeah, I might be somewhere on the spectrum because I had this big obsession with washing my toys. Like almost every day, I would go into my bathroom, fill my sink up with water, put the hand soap and make bubbles and put my toys in like a bath. And that would be like almost every day, right? My Mewtwo doll was victim to this. And I would sometimes use a toothbrush, and he had his face.
Oh my god.
His face wasn't embroidered. It was like, you know, like some toys, how they have like plastic kind of like stickers? They're like kind of. He had that, and I used a toothbrush on that. So his eyes would wear down over time every time I washed him, to the point that the stickers just peeled off entirely. I'm just like, oh.
You killed Mewtwo.
I revived him because I did eventually revive him because actually when I was in middle school, I was learning how to sew as a kid.
Yeah.
So I did my best to embroider new eyes on him. They're very sloppy, but he has eyes.
I love that. That's so charming.
Yeah, and he's very special to me. Honestly, he does not look anything like the original Mewtwo doll when I first bought him. He's very much like different. But I still have him, and he's probably my prized possession because I had that as a kid, and I carried that everywhere. Even into, like, middle school, I still carried him everywhere. And then, obviously, when I got into high school, I'm like, I want him to be safe, so I kept him at home.
Yeah.
No, I love talking about childhood toys. I'm just thinking about the Meowth shaved tail.
I mean, you rubbed the face off of yours, and I
shaved
his tail. So.
You know that we Pokemon trainers as kids, you know.
Yeah. That's why you have to be at least 10 to get your first Pokemon.
Exactly. So this is like one of my favorite questions to ask. I say this about every question, but this is one of my favorites as well. What was something you always wanted as a child? You never got it, but being an adult now, you're able to get it.
I couldn't really think of anything I never got that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I said Pokemon cards.
Okay.
Which I did get a lot as a kid, but I get them a lot more now. Maybe an unhealthy amount, especially when I was in college. Because, like, you leave your parents' house, and then you're like, oh my god, this money is mine. Like, my money is mine.
The money is mine.
I want with it. And then I just went ham. I bought a lot of Pokemon cards when I was in college. Like,
oh my god.
So many Pokemon cards. Thousands of dollars of Pokemon. Like, I can't even explain how many. I would buy them off of eBay. I'd buy them at, like, local stores. I think that my local game store started carrying Pokemon cards more because of me.
Oh my god.
Because I kept buying them. Like, and that's what got me back into them, is because that local game store started selling, like, they would take people's cards and then try to sell them in, like, mystery packs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, and I started buying them, and I was like, oh no, this is reigniting something from my childhood.
We have so many cards. Yeah. Do you have like, where do you put your cards? Do you put them in binders or boxes? Or?
I have binders, but I'll be honest, I don't always put them away right away.
That's fair. That's fair, me too.
They're kind of around the place. My nice cards, usually I put it away really quickly, but then, like, you know, the commons and uncommons, I take forever.
Do you have, like, a lot of binders? How many books do you have for your cards?
Oh, God. A lot, yeah. Oh, my God. Too many. I wish I organized them better when I was young, because it would take so long to go through and organize them now.
Do you have, like, duplicates as well, or?
Yes. Yep, I have dupes. I have, like, a binder full of dupes, and then I have a bunch of, like, tins. I have a bunch of, like, those tins you get full of duplicate cards.
Yeah.
I used to go to try and sell them on, like, eBay and stuff, but I haven't really done that. You know what I did start doing, though? I started making Pokemon cards into buttons.
I did see that. I saw that on your shop, and I have been thinking about buying from your shop a lot, and those were things I have, like, I was like, I want to get those.
Oh, thanks. I need to make more. It's been a while. But I do like doing that. A lot of people were pissed when I posted about that.
But it looks so much fun!
It is so much fun. But people get mad when you, like, deface a Pokemon card in any way. And I'm like, this card's worth, like, 5 cents, dude! Calm the fuck down! I'm not defacing, like, an EX or something. You're
not defacing the Mona Lisa!
Yeah, exactly. This fucking common-ass, like, cutie fly card was 5 cents, alright? What do you want what the fuck, dude? Calm down.
I've also, actually, for some of the extra cards I have lying around, have you seen people, like, how they, like, complete the scene around the card? And, like, I do that, actually. I have some cards where I did that.
You do? I love that!
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that again, because I have a lot of extras. I'm just like, I want to do that again, because that was fun.
You should. You should do that. That's really fun. You should stream that.
I was just thinking about that actually. Just like, what if I stream that? I feel like that'd be fun. No, yeah, I did that. I didn't do many of them because like it was a short period where I was painting a lot, but I thought about getting back into painting again, and so I was just like, I have a lot of Pokemon cards. Why not do that?
Hell yeah.
But
so hi Salty, Saltiest Bun. I love Salty.
Hi Saltiest Bun, how you doing? Welcome in the first time in chat. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, like extending the card. Yeah, that's what I did. I did one for Magnemite, Fennekin. I want to say a Poliwhirl. I did one for a Coughing, definitely. I don't know where the cards are. I think they're in my lunchbox because I have like a the way I organize my Pokemon cards is like I have like 3 binders right now. One of them is like a double D binder, where it's like, you know, like those college binders are like huge D rings, right?
Yes.
So I have like an original Pokemon binder where it's like has Ash, Misty, and Brock.
That's so awesome. The blue one?
Yeah. No, actually, no, it's the red one. Actually, I have 2 binders. One is a normal, like, D binder, and then another is the original, like, red binder with Brock, Misty, and Ash on it. And I organize my cards, like, I have a very... I think I might actually be OCD now that I'm talking about this. I organize my cards in a very specific... I want to ask real quick, how do you organize your cards, actually?
I organize them by type.
Okay.
I wish I didn't. I wish growing up I organized them by set. But you know, when you're young, you don't care about that shit. But now that I'm older, I do.
Is it only by type? There's no other, like...
Just... Type, and then I keep the, like, similar Pokemon together. Like,
okay.
All the
do you want to hear how I organize my cards?
I feel like you told me once, but I don't remember now.
Do you want me... I can remind you.
Yeah, tell me.
So, I start up by type, in a very strict order. Starting from the starters in one binder, and then the rest of the other types in another binder. So so I have like fire. So I have grass first, water second, fire third, and then electric is the bonus in that one binder. And then the other one's like normal, and then so forth. First is by type. Second is by the number, the power number in the corner, the health.
That's right. You told me that, and I was like, why? That's...
It gets worse.
Why?
It gets worse. First is by the power number on the corner. And then it's by the power number of the move.
Oh my god.
So, and I will try, if I'm able to, I'll put, like, similar Pokemon together, but oftentimes I won't. So, it's type, health number, power, like, move number. And I do that.
Crazy.
And every time
I mean, you might actually be OCD for real.
It's a very strict order.
That is a very strict order, yes. And that'd be really hard to follow if you had like over 10,000 cards.
I think I might. I mean, I don't think I do. It's definitely like over 1,000, but like, this is why I do streams. Whenever I stream, I organize my cards because it's
I have seen you do that before.
Yeah, because like it's such a specific order. I'm just like, I might as well stream as I do it, you know?
Yeah, might as well.
But yeah, that's my card order. And you know what the biggest pain is? Every time I get even a single new card, I have to move all the cards, like one card back.
That's why I started organizing by set, and the way I do it is kind of annoying because you end up with a lot of empty spots in the pages, but if you ever get that card, now it has a spot, and you don't have to worry about moving everything, because that is way more annoying to me. I hated doing that.
I do like that you organize by set. That is actually really cool, because oftentimes I don't work to collect all the cards in a set, you know?
Yeah.
I would like to do that more, because like I found like for some Pokemon card packs, they're like boxes or like, you know, they help you like, oh, to play the game, or like they have included like card sleeves and all that.
Yes. They
also have like a checkbook. It's like, this is all the cards in the set. Oh, excuse me. And it's like, oh, this is so cool. Maybe I can start collecting them, and I don't.
I totally get you. What I like to do this is what I like to do. I did not do this as a kid. So basically any set from, I would say, not X and Y. I would say Sword and Shield. No, Sun and Moon. Every set from Sun and Moon up, I organize by set now. But all the ones before that are just like I said, just like type and the type of what Pokemon it is. And they're not even in like any particular order other than that. Like I start water and fire and grass with the starters. They're all in the front of those sections. But then every other Pokemon after that just goes wherever the fuck they fit.
Right.
Basically. But like together. Like every Ponyta card is together, every Vulpix card is together. And then every one of their evolutions is like behind it, typically. Like facing the backwards direction.
Yeah, I get it. I see what you're putting down.
Yeah. And I have like I have like 3 types in one binder, 3 types in another binder. Electric is in its own binder with, I can't remember if it's with my trainer cards or if it's with like other fancy sets. Like there's a couple sets I have called like the Radiant collections and stuff that are special secret rares from like old black and white sets that I kept separate because there's only like 30 cards in them, so it's really easy to keep it separate. And that'll stay with like, I think that's with the electrics. I can't remember. And I kept all the legendary Pokemon separate too.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know why. I just did.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I also have a separate, really tiny, like thinner binder that has all of the base set and base set 2 and jungle set cards, which are like all the same card, just with different symbols on them.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool.
The OGs.
The OGs.
I don't have the full sets, of course. I just have them all together in a binder.
Okay, well...
Because nice.
Okay, well, here's a question that I could throw at you about, like, the backup, like, that question is, like, oh, what did you want as a kid that you can get now as an adult? Is there a specific card you don't have yet that you really want?
Yes. There is, but it's really fucking expensive, and I should have bought it when I was in college, because it was less expensive then.
What was it?
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now before I say, because I want to see if it's still that expensive.
You look up, it's like cheaper now.
It's 200 something.
Oh my god!
Back then. Oh, that's heavily played? What's one that's not heavily played worth? Oh my god, that's the thing. And like old card, it's an old card. And like near mint is like $300. All right.
Oh, you got me curious. What's the card?
It's called Shining Raichu. Raichu's my absolute favorite Pokemon.
Oh, I love Raichu. And
there was a whole bunch of cards that came out in the Neo Destiny card set, which is it's like one of the Gen 2, the Johto sets. And they were called Shining this Pokemon. And the one that most people know is Shining Charizard, of course. That card, I think, is worth it's worth over $1,000. That's what I thought.
It's crazy.
Raichu's not as well liked, but the Raichu, I want him because he's my favorite. I've wanted that card for a really, really long time, and yeah, it was worth like $120 when I was in college, which was, I don't know, like 10-ish years ago, less than that, I don't know, and. Yeah, now it's worth like 400 almost. It's looking like if you want it in near mint quality, like
my god,
no creases, no bends,
no scratches.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at the card right now. Oh my god, that is a really nice card though.
It is. So if you look down, if you're on like TCG Player or something, it'll show you. There's like Shining Celebi, Shining Steelix.
Oh.
They're not as well known. There was one card I always wanted as a child. It was a Raichu card. I had like it was from the Sapphire and Ruby generation.
Hoenn. Yeah.
Yeah. And wow, it's not even worth that much money. This card is not even that expensive.
Wait, what is it?
Yeah, it's Raichu EX. I'm gonna send you the link to it because there's a bunch of Raichu EX cards, so it's not really helpful.
I do love Raichu. I feel like Raichu's like one of those unappreciated Pokemon.
I love him.
I also love
this card. I did get this card. When I became an adult and I had my own money to spend, I bought this card because I wanted it so much as a kid. I always wanted it. And you know what's a shame, too, is there are a lot of these old EX cards that I did have, but I had this person that when your parents are friends with other adults and that adult has a kid and you're forced to hang out with that kid.
Yeah,
that fucking butthole would steal my Pokemon cards all the time.
Oh, kill him now.
I was so upset, and she stole so many good cards. In fact, one of your future questions.
Oh,
I'll tell you what she stole from me.
Oh my god, I'm so heartbroken. I feel bad for you because I was the type to steal Pokemon cards from my brother, but the thing is, he got a Pokemon by the time I was stealing them, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But that's
my
fucked
brother
up.
Also got out of Pokemon. Like, when he moved out of our house, he left behind a pencil box full of Pokemon cards, and I just took them and I just absorbed them into my collection. He didn't care because he didn't collect them anymore. So he had a Feraligatr card that I really liked.
Oh, that's so cool. I only really have one card from my brother that I still have to this day because he lost all the other ones, but I managed to find one that was always in it was always in this one place that I always knew where it was, right? And I decided to take it into keep it. It was a Turtwig card it was just a basic Turtwig card, and I still have it in my collection actually. And I was actually asked one time by because do you play the Pokemon card game actually?
Not really. I just collect them.
Okay, yeah, me too. I when I was in high school, I actually had a group of friends that I would play Pokemon, the actual card game with. And our first time, we would meet up at, like I said earlier, I brought up, Freddy's Steak and Custard. We would meet up there to, eat and, trade cards and play them. We had, a little Pokemon club. We only met up twice, though. And it was really disappointing, because I actually had a lot of fun. The first time we met up was, we were trading cards first, right? Showing our collection, trading them together while we're sitting in a booth and eating, burgers and fries. Oh, that was fun. That was really fun. And
that is nice.
One of my friends, she's, really upset. She really, Turtwig's her favorite Pokemon. And she saw I had a Turtwig card in my collection. She's like, can I please have the Turtwig card? I'll literally trade you, my best cards for it. I'm like, no, this card's really special to me. I can't trade it.
Yeah, it's sentimental. I understand.
It was, my first card, and I could never get rid of it. And, I played the card game once, and the thing was, if my mom had not picked me up early, I would have won, so it was a tie, and I'm forever mad about that, because I would have won that battle.
I love that.
I want to get back into Pokemon cards after talking about this, because now I'm just thinking about Pokemon cards now.
Yes! Something I really wish, that young me was smart enough to have, saved, I don't know, bought, a booster pack and never opened it or something.
Yeah.
Just one of each set or something.
Just leaving the wrapping.
Yeah, just never open it. Even just a pack. I'm looking at packs literally right now. A Neo Genesis pack, which is one of my favorite sets, is worth $600.
Oh my god.
That's just an unopened pack. Isn't that insane? What the fuck?
Do you have, is it a single pack, or is it, a box of packs?
A one pack.
What the fuck?
A single pack.
For 600?
Yeah, it's a first edition, to be fair.
That's fair.
It's so crazy.
That is crazy. I was
the normal pack, not first edition, is $300, so
my
it's still
organs.
a lot of money. It's what the F?
I'm getting organ failure hearing that. No, but do you have any the foils that you when you open a card the foil? Do you ever keep any of those now or?
It's so funny you ask that because I have so many tins full of all of the packs. I do keep them. I do. The packaging. I keep almost every single packaging I open unless I've opened it in a way that's destroyed it.
Right.
I work really hard to open it in a way that doesn't ruin it.
That's actually really cool. I always throw away my foils, even if I open them very carefully. But I might start keeping them, honestly, because the art's nice on it.
Yeah, the art's nice, and I don't know why I started keeping it. I cannot remember. I think I might have read somewhere that the actual pack art can be worth something someday, but I don't think it is. But now I'm well, maybe I could make it into buttons.
Oh, you could? That's actually a good idea. I'd buy that.
That'd be kind of cute.
I'd buy that.
They're thin enough.
Yeah. Have you ever, sold some of your cards, or do you just always keep them?
I mostly keep them.
That's fair.
I have sold some, I made a TCG player account like forever ago to sell like I never sell cards I don't have a duplicate of because
Right.
I am a collector at heart. But if I have a duplicate and it's like worth some money, then I'll sell it and try to buy more Pokemon cards with it.
He's like, yes, thank you for getting here's the Pokemon card. Now let me go buy another one.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically trading, but not with the same person.
Yeah. Okay. So alright. So my next question for you is what was your favorite thing or place as a kid that's just completely gone due to the modern age now?
Okay. I definitely went more place on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought about places I used to go to as a kid that don't exist anymore.
Right.
And a big one is this old ice cream place I used to love going to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like a local ice cream store. I used to walk there all the time as a kid. And they would sell, like, shakes for, like, $2.50. And so I'd go around my house and just scrounge up change. Or what we would do a lot, or what I would do a lot in my home, is my parents would never bring the bottles to the return place, so I would bring them, and then I would get money for the bottles. I know not every state does that, but Maine does. Your bottles.
I've never heard of that, actually, so that's interesting.
Okay, so you live in a state that doesn't have it. Yeah,
no.
There's more that don't than do, which is kind of funny, because it's something that's so ingrained in my life that it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized that other places don't do that. Even though it's on, like, every can. It says, like, exchange for 5 cents in these states, and I was like, oh, I just never thought about it.
Is that still a thing in Maine? Like, you could like.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
It's a big thing here. Yeah, there's like bottle redemption places all over. You just bring your bag of bottles and then they count them up and they give you 5 cents per bottle. They give it back. Basically, you're paying for that 5 cents anyway. At least we are. I don't know if it probably where you live. If you don't return them, they don't charge you the tax for it. But there's like a 5 cent tax on every bottle, so it's like an incentive. So you'll go and return them and get the 5 cents back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, it's cool. Usually nowadays, Adam and I don't really return our bottles. We'll just give them to like a charity or something, like, or we'll give them to his sister.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just be like, if you want to get the money from these bottles, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, I don't really want to go return them.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the ass. But when I was a kid, I would love doing it because I would get money, and I didn't have any money, and I would get some money to go buy. I could go buy from the ice cream store, or I could buy candy. I bought a lot of candy at a local grocery store. But anyway, at the ice cream store, they went out of business, I think, after COVID. I don't actually know the exact time that they went out.
Yeah.
I just know that they were there one time I went to visit, and then they weren't the next time. And it was like, that's really sad. Because I went there a lot as a kid. And, like, obviously, movie rental places, too.
Yeah!
I had one right across the street from that ice cream store, actually, that I used to go to, and every time we went, I would always rent the movie fucking Little Nicky, because I was obsessed with it. It's not a good movie.
It's not? I'll remember that.
It's like some old Adam Sandler movie where he's from hell. He's like Satan's son or whatever.
That makes sense for Adam Sandler.
Something. Yeah, it does. I don't know why I loved it so much, but I would always rent the same movie. And I always watch that movie.
But you didn't like it, though, or?
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
No, I loved it. I'm just saying it's not a good movie. It's
like
a bad movie. It's
like
objectively not a good movie.
But to you, you're just like, but I'm gonna watch it, though.
Yeah, I loved it as a kid. And nowadays, I've rewatched it as an adult with Adam, and I was like, well, this movie is crazy. Like, what the fuck?
He's like,
I don't know. When you're a kid, you watch anything.
That's fair.
I have a lot of nostalgia for movies like Matilda.
Oh,
I love Matilda.
Yeah. Matilda was a good one. I love that.
So good. And that movie stands up. Like, that movie's still great. And it has like a fucking play and everything now. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I get with, like, that's really sad, like, that ice cream store like you has like shut down because a lot of places shut down because of COVID. And a lot of places are shutting down because of COVID. Like,
Still, yeah.
So it's like I get that. That's I have like an ice cream place. It's a chain. It's Rita's. Do you know Rita's? Like as an ice cream?
I know. I never heard of Rita's.
You never heard of Rita's? So it's kind of like a chain like ice cream shop, but it's like a mini. It's like a stand ice cream shop. At least
it must be like a local kind of chain where it's like only in certain states or something.
Yeah. I actually moved states once in my life, and I used to live actually close to Maine. Actually, I mean it's not doxing myself. I used to live in Pennsylvania. Actually. So,
oh yep. Okay.
So and there was this Rita's like a little ice cream custard parlor. It was like a little stand, and I would go there almost every chance I could, which was frequently, and I was just always so happy to go there, like all the time. And I went there actually recently, when I went to go visit in Pennsylvania, and I was crying so happily when I tasted Rita's again. I was just like, oh my god, and I was crying as I was eating it. I was just so happy.
Is it like an Italian ice?
Yes.
Place?
Yes.
Okay. Rita's Italian ice and frozen custard. I see.
Mm-hmm. I just
yeah. There's none in my state.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you should get one.
Rip. The closest one to me is Massachusetts.
Oh
yeah. I'm looking. There's a ton in. Yeah. They are in New England. They're just not. They're not where I live.
it's like a mini chain. It's not like as big as McDonald's, but it's not as like non-existent.
No.
But
that's what I mean by local chain.
Yeah.
Kind of like what am I?
What's a local chain?
I don't know, like Dunkin' Donuts. Isn't
Yeah.
really over in the West as much. It's mostly over here.
I mean, there's a Dunkin' Donuts here. I live in the West, so.
Okay, well.
Never mind. I shot through your point.
Damn.
Like we got a few Dunkin' Donuts here.
Well, anyway, there are places like that you guys. If you live in the West, you might have like In-N-Out or something.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist over here at all. That's not here.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you miss that ice cream place? What was like your favorite thing to order from there?
I always got a coffee shake.
A coffee shake?
I love coffee ice cream. Even when I was young, I loved coffee ice cream. I grew up and I didn't really like coffee until probably college.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually I got a coffee machine because of Adam.
Aww.
And I was like, damn, I actually think I like coffee. But I only like coffee if I drown it in creamer.
Mm. That's fair.
It's like a lot of creamer. It's very sweet. I also don't really like it super hot, so it gets kind of cold.
That's fair. That's very fair. Just I'm not a coffee person at all. I don't like the taste of coffee.
That's fair. Valid.
But
I drank a lot of Monster up until recently.
I actually don't know what Monster tastes like. I never had it.
Don't ever have it.
Is it just pure caffeine?
It's very sugar heavy.
Is it?
So if you ever have problems with like blood sugar, never fucking drink Monster.
I'll keep that in mind. I thought it was more like caffeine based.
It does. It has like 200 milligrams of caffeine in each bottle, which,
oh my god,
for the record, like a cup of coffee usually is like 15.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite a lot of caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love Monster so much, but I have to stop drinking it because it's really bad for you.
It sounds bad. I always see like people just like, oh yeah, I drink Monster, and then they make fucking Monster can bazookas with the cans. You ever seen that? Yep. I'm just like, that's so cool. Yeah. It's like, man, I want to drink Monster now.
The cans are really pretty too.
They are. Okay, so okay, this might tie in with like what you were saying earlier, but what was your child hyperfixation? Has that hyperfixation left, or does it still linger, or is it 100% still a part of your everyday life now?
I feel like you could answer this at this point for me.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah, I love Pokemon so much, and I loved it then, I love it now, and my mom always said, like, oh, you'll grow out of it eventually. I never did, so fuck you, Mom. I love I buy every Pokemon game that comes out. Well, every main series. Well, no, pretty much every Pokemon game that comes out.
Yeah.
And I still collect all the cards. I have so many plush and figures. It's kind of crazy.
I get it because like I'm a huge Pokemon fan too. Well, like even though we're 10 years apart, I think like by the time I get to your age, I might also be in the same shoes. It's like, yeah, no, mom, it was never a phase. I'll never. I didn't grow out of it.
I feel like if you still like it right now, then you're in it for life. If you're in your 20s and you still like Pokemon, then you're done. You're gonna love it forever.
Exactly. Okay. No. Well, as like a backup question, does like your family that you live with, like your partner, like your child?
Yes.
Do they all like Pokemon?
Yes. Adam does. Child doesn't care for the games at all, but he does like the evolutions, and so he will get like merch. Like if we're out and he sees a really cute, like just recently actually, we went to an old. Like, we revisited a place we used to live, and we went to the old local game store there, and they had a plush of a Mimikyu that was pretending to be an Eevee, and he really wanted it, because he really likes the evolutions. So I got him that, but yeah, he doesn't really play the games, he doesn't really collect the cards. He did when he was young. It was kind of like, oh, he saw me doing it, so he wanted to do it kind of thing. But he doesn't anymore.
Oh.
He just gets plush every now and then of the cute evolutions because he loves them.
That's
he
fair.
did play the Arceus game though. I will say he played Legends. He just doesn't. I don't think he likes the way the normal Pokemon games play, which is funny because he plays like pet collecting games on Roblox, which are like the same fucking thing. But
you collect them still? What?
Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't really like it. But he does like the Arceus games. I mean... The Legends games.
I mean, like, I guess, like... But the Arceus games is, like, completely different from the mainstream. That's so weird.
Yeah, it is very different. So he likes it better that way. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He can like whatever he wants.
I mean, like, I guess...
Yeah.
Do they, like Legend of Zelda? Like that? Or, like, is it just... No?
Well, Adam does, but... Child does not.
Child does not? Huh.
No.
That's so interesting.
Adam loves Zelda so much. Well, I should specify. Adam has never played any of the Zelda games before Breath of the Wild, but he loves Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
So much so that he like caused irreparable damage to his wrist because he played that game too much.
What? Are they okay?
He just needs to take it more easy with his games now. Because his wrist gets in pain really easily because of how much he was like playing Tears of the Kingdom. Even though his wrist started hurting, he just kept playing. You know.
Okay. I mean,
yeah, he loves that game.
I mean, good. I mean, hey, like, me too. I would do the exact same thing as him. So, but like Pokemon kind of like runs in the family.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I wanted Child to like it more, but he doesn't, and it's what it is. He doesn't like Naruto either, which I fucking love Naruto. He refuses to watch it. He's like, I want to get Crunchyroll to watch this anime, but I'm not gonna watch Naruto.
You're just like, what did I raise you for?
Yeah, what's the point?
Is there anything that you and Child do share?
Personality.
Nothing of interest?
That's a good question. I feel like we like similar things, but he's a teenager, and so he's gotta we do like similar music, but every time he hears some of my music, he's like, oh, this is so cringy, and I'm like, whatever. Like he needs to like have his preferences be slightly different than mine,
right?
He's his own person.
Right.
But I feel like as he gets older, it'll be a little different.
But
he's just kind of snarky right now.
Right. So the child is teenager phase, so makes sense.
He does like Stardew Valley. We played that together.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
There's that.
I mean, it's not like we don't get along or anything.
No, yeah. Kid. No, yeah, I imagine so.
We got plenty to talk about. He's super into Roblox. He loves Roblox. That was kind of like, I guess his childhood game was Roblox. He's played that for many, many years. Which is so weird because it's like, it's like not just a game. It's like a series of games.
It's like from my knowledge, it's an MMO, but also like it's like MMO, but it's also like a program too. Like you can make games on Roblox.
Roblox itself isn't a game.
It's not?
But there are games on Roblox.
It's not
that are made by like the users. Yeah, Roblox isn't a game. It's just like a platform where games are on.
Huh. Everyone always says is like, oh yeah, I play the game Roblox. Is like, which one?
Yeah, it's misleading. Like people will say, oh, I'm playing Roblox or something, but if you go onto the Roblox website, it's actually just like a shit ton of games that like other users make, and like you can play. Like actually, Child has made some games. He's made like obbies and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like if you said I play coolmathgames.com. Yeah, it's like
that. That's the equivalent.
That's the equivalent. Yeah, but I've played games with him on Roblox too. Roblox has some pretty good games. There's some good like simulator games. Like there's basically, if you think of any popular game that has come out in the past, I don't know, like 5 years, there's a Roblox version of it somewhere, which is really funny.
I thought about playing Roblox. I've yet to experience it yet, so
you should definitely try it.
I'll look into it, but right now I want to look into your love life with your fictional love life. So your first fictional crush as a kid, and does that crush still linger to this day?
My first one, he was probably James from Pokemon.
I get
probably.
It. Yeah.
I loved him, and my best friend when I was very young, she loved Ash, and I loved James. So we were very different. And I don't know. I've always, and since then, and yes, I do still love him. But since then, I've always just loved the very queer men characters.
Yeah.
Like Ryan from High School Musical. Gosh. And also in like, I've always liked the bad character who turns good.
Redemption. You know, like they have a redemption arc.
Like Gara. That's my biggest one, is probably Gara. And Shadow the Hedgehog. I love Sonic in general.
I do know you like Sonic. I didn't know the Shadow was the interest.
Yeah, Shadow's my guy. Of course, I mean, he's the edgelord.
I mean, I
loved him.
I had a crush on Sonic when I was a kid. I don't like him anymore.
That makes sense because you liked Sporticus.
Oh my god, you're right! Oh my god, you're right!
You have a type. I have a type too. I understand.
I mean, that type is kind of dead now, actually. I don't like the blue sporty types now. I just like old withering men now. Like, you follow my Twitter. The like, I talk about Maxie from Pokemon so much.
You do, yeah, you do.
I don't shut up about him ever.
I love that though. You went from the like youthful, sporty blue to the old dying red.
Oh, how I've changed. How I've changed.
Oh, how you've grown.
How I've grown.
But yeah, James was definitely my first love, well, like fictional crush, but he was not the biggest, for sure. It was definitely Gara. I was annoyingly obsessed with Gara. Because of course I started watching Naruto when I was like 12.
Right.
And that's when you start getting like the big feelings, is like yeah, like middle school, teenager,
preteen
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still love Gara. I love him so much.
Yeah, I can see it.
Fuck off. I had a bunch of Naruto like self-insert characters, or like not all of them are self-inserts, but I had one, and obviously I shipped them with
Gara.
Oh God. I just love him.
I still have yet to get into Naruto just yet. I remember last time we like talked or streamed together, you heavily suggested like you should get into Naruto. You should get into Naruto.
You should, but don't worry about Boruto. It's not worth it.
There's like one character that has like my interest. I forgot his name. It's the guy with like. Actually, I want you to guess which guy I'm thinking about.
Kakashi.
Yeah.
I don't know why that I thought it would be Kakashi. But
You're right. You're right, though.
I mean, he is old. He's not that old, but
he's just I like his design a lot. I feel like I'd really like him. I like that you said this so nonchalant. It's like it's Kakashi, isn't it?
Kakashi is hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that it's Kakashi because he's good. If you had said like Sasuke or something, friendship over.
No, I know, I know little about Sasuke and his brother too.
Itachi's fine. You can say that.
Wait, which one killed their family line? Which one was it? Was that
Itachi?
Okay.
Itachi.
Why is Itachi fine, not Sasuke?
I can't explain that to you. You gotta watch it.
That's fair.
Sasuke sucks for other reasons. You'll if you watched it, you'd know.
I know
he's
that
such a
like
whiny little bitch boy. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's like the rival to like Naruto, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If I had said Sasuke, it was just like I'm looking, I'm just like, ew, no.
And then I hang up. Boop.
Oh
god.
I never actually, I don't know if I told you this. I had one experience with Naruto as a kid, actually. It was a Wii game. It was like a fighting, like a Mortal Kombat style.
Oh my god, was it like Naruto Ultimate Ninja?
Hold on, Naruto Ultimate.
There's like a bunch of them.
Hold on, I need to see the cover. It was not Ultimate Ninja, no. It was, hold on. It was...
Clash of Ninja?
Fighting Wii game. It was specifically a Wii
definitely.
game. It was, yeah, Clash of Ninja 3, specifically.
3? There's a third one? I didn't know that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, there was it was specific, because I remember the cover art. It was specifically this game that I played as a kid. If it'll load in the chat. There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one. I played that one as a kid.
I had Clash of Ninja 1 and Clash of Ninja 2 on the GameCube. And I was obsessed with them.
You didn't know there was a third one?
I did not know that.
There was a character I really liked from it, but I don't remember what. Oh wait, is this her? I don't remember what her name was.
Ino?
No, she had a cat mask.
What?
Hold
Haku?
on. This image is like really bad. Hold on, let me see if I can like pull up a better.
A cat mask.
Like I think it's.
So it has to be an Ambu.
This is not a good image at all. This this is like the worst image. Hold on. Fucking Wii game. That's not.
There's actually a lot of Clash of Ninja games that came out on the Wii, and I did not know that.
Oh, her name was Komachi? Does that name sound familiar?
No.
Hold on. Naruto Komachi. Yeah, this was her, and like she had like another. Oh yeah, here we go. This is like the best image I can find. This was them in like the fighting game, and me and my brother loved playing these two characters. I was always the girl with the cat mask, and he was always the bird with the guy with the bird mask.
Oh my god, I love that. Those are just like two random throwaway characters that literally mean nothing in the whole series.
Really?
I didn't even know they had names. They're just Ambu. The Ambu is basically like the police of the ninja world.
That makes me so upset to hear that because I love.
I'm so sorry.
I played like the cat girl mask character like so much. She's like, this character is my favorite from Naruto. And then I was like, yeah, she doesn't exist.
I'm like, I have no idea who that is. I didn't even know they had names. They probably just gave them names for that game.
I don't remember what the bird guy's name is, but like the girl's name is Komachi. Oh wait, hold on, Toa. Toa's the bird guy's name.
No, never heard that name in my life.
Komachi and Toa? Really?
Really? I promise.
I
don't know those names.
I gotta figure out how to get you to play like Naruto, Clash of the Ninja 3 with me. If I can get our ROM, so we can like parse it and play it, because like
Komachi. What is the name?
Komachi and Towa.
Komachi.
Towa.
And Towa.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's an Anbu. An operative and partner to Towa. She appears exclusively in video games. I'm so sorry. She's not real.
Man, I'm never watching Naruto now. That's so upsetting.
That is a huge bummer.
I guess I love these character designs. I thought they were really cool.
Well, there are other Anbu in the anime and stuff, but they don't matter.
Damn.
Like they just exist as like backgroundy characters.
Damn.
That's crazy that you could play as them. I love that.
That's crazy that you didn't even know there was a third game, though. I thought
There's apparently way more than that. When I looked up Naruto Clash of Ninja,
oh my god, there
so
is
many of them. I'm like, wait, hold on, hold the phone. I don't even know the order because it's like Revolution, Shippuden, Clash of Ninja 3, and I'm like, oh, so is there 2 other Shippuden ones, or yeah, there's like Clash of Ninja Revolution, and then there's Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. Like, what, bro? What? How many of these are there?
That's so weird. Oh my god.
But I only played the ones on the GameCube. I never owned a Wii, actually.
Oh, I think my brother had a GameCube. I want to say we did, but at the same time, I don't remember if we did. But no, yeah, we had a Wii, and I would play like I would actually play that Naruto game a lot by myself when my brother wasn't there around me. I'll fight the NPCs, and I would always pick Komachi as my character. And this is so heartbreaking to hear that she doesn't exist.
I'm so sorry. Well, listen, she's special to you, and that's all that matters.
She is special to me. I honestly, if I were to make a Sona, I'd probably base my design off her because I like the design.
I mean, you could easily make an Anbu Sona, like that makes sense.
Oh my god, I already have my Sona. I'm an Anbu with like red hair, and I'm shipped with Kakashi. It's perfect.
There you go, perfect.
So moving on from Naruto for a moment. My next question. What sounds, smells, or images trigger your nostalgia? Like, what really gets you like nostalgic?
Golden hour sunsets.
Golden hour sunsets. Ooh.
I don't know what it is about being in that time of the day and like outside. Mm-hmm. Probably because I played outside a lot as a kid, but mm-hmm. I felt it a lot today actually because we were out at that time, and I was like, oh man, just like sitting outside. It just reminds me of being a kid and running around. I had a lot of land, like when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Our old shitty house was on a huge plot of land that had like a swamp.
Oh wow!
And like woods on it and stuff. Oh. So I was always out in the woods or playing in the swamp, collecting frogs and stuff, or playing pretend with my friends, where I would be like a Pokemon trainer and stuff like that. So that definitely is a big one. I also wrote old commercials always.
Oh yeah.
Every time I watch old commercials, sometimes Adam and I will just watch like YouTube videos that's just a collection of old commercials and like laugh about the stuff in them.
Yeah.
That we like never got, or I don't know.
What was your
like brights and shit?
What's your favorite old commercial then?
I don't know if I have a favorite. There's just some that are funny, like I don't know, like Floam or something.
Oh, I rewatched the Floam trailer recently.
Or like the woman, the old lady who loves those fucking rainbow like sponge things or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so excited that you can paint with rainbows. I'm like, oh my god, it's so silly.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember seeing
Easy Bake Ovens.
The Easy Bake Ovens. Oh my god, I remember seeing the like a lot like the Pillow Pets ads.
Yes, Pillow Pets. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Just like any of those ones are like, call now and get a free this with your order or whatever.
Yeah, I still find commercials that still do that actually.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't really work anymore, guy.
It's like, I feel like that doesn't work anymore. Like, genuinely. No. Like.
I always wondered, like, a lot of them are like, call in the next 5 minutes, and it's like, how do you know?
Yeah,
how do you know it was the next, how?
Like.
This commercial plays, like, every fucking ad break. You just keep track?
Like. Like, actually, that is a good question. Like, call in the next 5 minutes. Like, how do you know?
They're lying. They don't care when you call. You're just gonna get the free garbage gift anyway.
Like,
or not, or they'll say you're too late.
Just like, fuck you. You called 6 minutes late.
I don't think I've never called and got something like that, or I don't think my mom ever did. You know what we used to? Did you ever? Oh my god, this is probably before your time.
Please.
I used to have to. You used to have to get DVDs from Netflix, like in the mail.
Oh no, I didn't do that, but I knew about it.
Yeah, we used to do that. My mom used to there's like this catalog we'd go through every week and pick out the ones we were gonna watch that week, and then mail it, and then they get sent to us. And if you don't return them, then you have to pay a fee.
How much were like the fees?
I don't know, because I was a kid still.
Yeah.
Probably like the cost of the movie.
Probably.
Or something.
That's fair.
Otherwise, they'd go out of business, I guess, if they weren't making their money back.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's so crazy, and you had to like wait if other people were watching it or something.
Oh yeah.
Have it.
Wait, so you had to wait if other people were renting and they didn't have like extra copies, or?
Yeah, it was basically like a movie rental place, but through
mail.
Yeah, through the mail. You know, what are those things that you used to bring home from school? What were those called? Those little catalogs.
The Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Like if it's kind of like that. That's what it reminded me of. I don't know why, but just the way the brochure was, or like to look at all the movies and stuff, it reminded me of the Scholastic, those little Scholastic order forms. Which those still exist.
They do.
Child brings those home all the time.
I wish.
We used to actually.
I
haven't seen them in a while.
Have you ever gone to like a Scholastic Book Fair with your child?
Yes. Oh, every single time they come, we go.
I'm so jealous because I want to do that so bad. It's just like
it's really nice. And then they have all like those erasers and stuff at the front. Like yep, and all the posters and all that. Yeah.
I never bought books when I went there as a kid, and the thing is, as like an adult now, I'm just like I want to go there, but like you can't just go there because they're only for schools. I'm just like, why do you have a convention?
Yeah. Right? They should. They should. I mean, you can order on their website, but it's not as fun.
No, yeah, like, I want to look around and, like, I want to see the stands and, like, all, like, the books laid out in, like, red tables. It's like, I want that. I don't want to order online.
It's so sad because, like, the school that he's in now is very small, and so the book fair they get is really small.
Oh.
But the school that he was in before, it was so big, like, oh my god, there's so many books and stuff. But you know, different areas, they do what they can.
I just miss the Scholastic Book Fair. Just like, let me go. I'm just like an adult standing outside of the school, just like, I'm not here for anything. I just want to go to the book fair. I saw the sign outside the school. I want to go to the book fair, please.
Oh, you know, something else I wrote was Chef Boyardee makes me feel nostalgic.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically the mac and cheese. Now, here's why. When I was really young, I would go to my grandmother's house, and she would always buy me. I can only assume that it's Chef Boyardee because it was in that same kind of microwavable container with the plastic lid. And but I've never been able to find something that replicates the taste because it was macaroni and cheese in this little container. And I loved it. I could have eaten that shit every day, all day long. It was my fucking favorite, and there was never enough of it. And when I got older, I've been on the hunt to try to replicate that same mac and cheese taste, but I've never been able to do it. The closest I've got, I think, is the Chef Boyardee mac and cheese they sell now, but it's not the same. It's not the same, and it's a huge bummer.
I hope that one day you'll be able to retaste that eventually.
I hope so too, but it's probably just like a mix of whatever preservatives they were using that made it taste that way or something.
I'm just imagining like you like 40 years later in the future, you're really old, and then like your child who's like an adult, just like, hey, I made you some mac and cheese, and like they set the plate in front of you, and you take a bite, you're just like, I remember this.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be so funny. Oh my god.
And I die right there.
Like at peace.
That would do me in.
Like
Yeah,
your
peace.
the mission's over.
My life mission. It's true though. I've tried a lot of different mac and cheeses to try to find a taste, but also just because I love mac and cheese. And yeah, I've never really found it. But also, things taste different when you're a kid, so it's probably just that, really.
I hope one day you'll find it again, whether it be now or 40 years in the future.
Appreciate it.
Of course. So, okay, but this is like kind of like a very like complicated question, and everyone always says like, oh, this is like a chin rub question. Do you think nostalgia?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think nostalgia is, or having nostalgia is a weakness or empowering as we grow up?
I think it can be both.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I'm definitely weak to it when I see like cute shit and I want to
buy it.
Yeah. My wallet is weak.
Yeah.
But like, no, I think mostly it's not weak. I think it's very empowering. It's like, it feels good. It got good serotonin, dopamine, but also like, I draw a lot of nostalgic things, and so I think it's kind of beneficial in an artistic sense, and self-expression, and for bonding, like what we're talking about right now. Like, it's easy to relate to people over things like old TV shows or commercials and just anything like that.
Right.
Like you grew up with it. It's formative, so you remember that shit.
No, yeah, I get ya. Also, hi, Dragon Toes. How you doing?
I love that. Dragon Toes. That's funny.
I know your chat loves to talk about feet.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's always the pissing feet with you.
It sure is.
Oh my god. No, I do agree that like nostalgia is like I can see is like mostly is like very empowering as we grow up, because like it's good to like live those memories or like look back at them. But it's like at the same time there's weaknesses behind it too. It also like depends on the person too, because like I asked this question like 6 times at this point and I got different answers, but they've been mostly the same. It's like it's empowering, yes, but it like depends on the person. It's like, which is so true, because not all nostalgia is good nostalgia.
Well, yeah, of course. I feel like there's another word for it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's like the other thing is like, but like I've heard everyone say it's like, yeah, but not all nostalgia is good nostalgia. It's like, then what do you call it then? I don't know what you would call it, like bad nostalgia, just bad memories then at that point.
I guess I'd call that trauma.
Well, yeah, there you go.
yeah. Pretty much that.
That's the opposite of nostalgia is trauma, so yeah, that answers my question.
I feel like nostalgia is the good half. It's the stuff that you remember and it makes you have good feelings.
No, yeah.
And then like open your wallet. You're like, yeah, I need to get that fucking Neopets merch. You're right.
Yeah. Me too.
I fucking love Neopets.
I never played Neopets. I do like the character designs, like the little creature designs.
Yes, they're so cute.
I love them. They're so silly. I don't remember what they're called, the name of the species, but I had a McDonald's or Burger King toy as a kid that was a Neopet, and I called it Pikachu.
What did it look like? It was probably Kachik if you called it Pikachu.
It was a squirrel.
Oh, Mirka.
Is it Mirka? I don't.
Does it have a long tail?
Yeah, long tail, orbital body.
Yep, that's Mirka.
Yeah, I had a yellow one, so I called it Pikachu.
I love that. I can see that.
I remember specifically I was playing with near an electric socket with it, actually, and I tried sticking it. I just remember, that's the first memory I remember, like, with that, like, plush, I was obsessed with, like, going, Neo, and then I tried sticking an electric socket one time.
I mean, you did call it Pikachu.
I did. That explains a lot.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, this is, like, another hard-hitting question. Like, we're getting to, like, the sentimental part.
Alright, I got a good answer for it, though.
Actually, no, wait, this is not the sentimental one, I lied. This is a different one. This is actually my second favorite question, actually.
Okay.
If you could bring one thing from your childhood and bring it into this current day and age, what would it be? It could be anything from old TV shows to discontinued products to anything.
Okay. I said there is this one, like, it's Pokemon cards for the record, but
Okay.
there's this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
There was this island Pokemon card binder.
Island Pokemon
set.
card. Okay.
It came in a binder. Hold on. If I look up island Pokemon cards, Southern Islands, that's what it was called.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll have a picture of the actual binder. It does.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Southern Islands collection.
I had that fucking binder. I had the entire collection, because when you buy it, it was like $20 for the record.
Mm-hmm.
When you get it, it comes with all the cards, and it's just this really pretty binder. It's a huge collector's item. Nowadays, it's worth
$3,000.
So much money. And I still have a lot of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a lot of the cards. But that person that I was forced to hang out with stole a lot of them as well. So I don't have the full collection anymore. And I don't know what possessed me to throw away the binder, but I definitely threw it away at some point because I don't own it anymore. And I regret it so much. And I would never sell it, also. I don't want it so I could sell it. I want it for me. I want that. That was my thing. I had that fucking binder. I had it. I was so bummed when I grew up, and I don't even know how. I was like looking at Pokemon cards, and I saw someone with the collection, and I was like, oh my god, I used to have that. What the fuck? This isn't fair.
I gotta ask, when you were growing up, were you the type to, by a certain age, like, get rid of all your toys because you were maturing?
Yes. Definitely. I got rid of so many toys. Yes, I did, and it makes me so sad.
I did that
Not Pokemon cards. I didn't really get rid of those.
Okay, good.
But I got rid of all of my, like, action figures.
Oh.
I know.
Did you ever?
I have some now.
Did you ever get like those old ones? Did you ever get some of the old ones back?
A couple. But they weren't for me. So Child really did like Pokemon when he was super young, because I liked Pokemon, so that's just how it works.
The sponge.
And so I would, yeah, exactly. So I would go on, like, eBay, and I would buy, like, lots that people were getting rid of old Pokemon stuff, and so I bought him, like, a bunch of plush that someone was selling, and then a bunch of action figures, like the little toys.
Right.
So he could play with them. And he doesn't care about them anymore, and so, yeah, I have some of the toys still.
Aww. Oh, that's so sweet.
But not all of them. And in fact, I had a dog back then who destroyed a bunch of my toys anyway. Because he was a little shit.
Oh, that's horrible.
Specifically, I had this one, because my mom would always get me, like, Pokemon toys for Christmas and stuff.
Right.
Because that's what I liked. I remember specifically, I actually had this one birthday party that, God, I don't even, how old was I? Like, maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. Pokemon was in its fucking heyday. It was in its prime. And my mom threw me this birthday party where, like, everything was Pokemon. I had, like, a giant Pikachu balloon. The cake was Pokemon. There's like a Pokemon tablecloth. There was a 3D Pikachu fucking candle on the cake. Like, it's an actual, it's not like one of those flat ones. It was like shaped like a toy.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy. And my mom still has pictures from that birthday party, because, I mean, that's an iconic birthday party.
That sounds iconic.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe how big Pokemon was in my life, honestly. Until I was really thinking about this, I'm like, damn. Because now as an adult, I mean, I love Pokemon, but there's so many other things that I also love, so Pokemon isn't, like, number one, but it definitely was.
It definitely feels like it now.
Yeah, right?
No, I get you. I get you, because, like, again, like, I love Pokemon. Like, if I look around my room, I still have some things that are, like, I have a lot of Pokemon plushies specifically. I don't have any figures. I wish I do, though. But I recently had to swap rooms, because my old room, had, like, mold in it, so I had to swap rooms. Luckily it didn't spread too far, but, like, I had to swap rooms, so I had to make the guest room my new room, and it's really small. So,
yeah.
And, like, the one shelf I have with all my Monster High dolls, is like the biggest thing and I could really fit in my room. I have a lot of Pokemon plushies though. I have a lot of those. The thing is, I don't have anywhere to put them. Is the sad thing.
Do you have like a net? You should get a stuffy net.
I had a net. The problem is I don't really have anywhere to put them. I don't really have a place. I don't really, like, the room is really short, too. So, I don't really have a good area to put a net. I thought about buying, like, another, like, mini bookshelf, because I have a mini bookshelf as well, right next to my desk. I thought about either replacing all the items on it, or, like, buying another one to put my Pokemon plushies on, because I love my Pokemon plushies, and, like, I'll go through my box and go through, like, my stuff, and, like, I'll find my Pokemon plushies, like, I miss you, because, one of my favorite, besides the Mewtwo plushie that I brought up earlier, one of my favorite Pokemon plushies, Samurott, he's also he's my all-time favorite starter, like Oshawott Samurott. I love him so much. And I actually have a Pokédoll, an original when Black and White first came out, they had like their first wave of like Pokédolls. I have a Samurott Pokédoll, and that like goes up for like $200, right? I'm never selling him. That's like my prized possession. I love him so much, and I'll like go through my stuff and I'll find him just like, oh, your hoard is so bent, but I love you so much.
Yeah.
And, like, again, I need, like, a place to put them.
I totally get that. My house is a mess. I literally have, like, hundreds of Beanie Babies now.
Yeah.
I love Beanie Babies, too. That's a big thing I collect, is Beanie Babies. And I have a lot. I've been getting them from, like, Facebook Marketplace, actually, kind of recently. From, like, people getting rid of theirs. Unfortunately, I just spent, like, $100-something on this one lady's collection of Beanie Babies, and they reek of cigarette smoke.
Ooh.
So it's really, really hard to get that scent out of stuffed animals because of how it gets absorbed in the like fabric.
Yeah.
I've been trying really hard. It's been like over a month. We have them in this one smaller room in our house. It's a mud room, and so we have the windows open. In that room.
Do they still smell of cigarettes?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
They do, and I've been spraying them with like this certain Febreze that's supposed to help, and I also had them in a container with baking soda for like almost an entire month, and that didn't do it. I didn't get rid of it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really scared to combine them with my current collection
because you don't want them to smell
like smoke.
Yeah, you don't want them to smell like cigarettes, and that's gonna be like stinky.
But I also don't. I spent so much money on them, and it's not like I keep them to resell or anything. I just collect them for myself.
Right.
I just love them.
But so, like you can't keep them if they smell like that.
I don't want my house to smell like smoke because of them.
Right.
Because like none of us smoke, and I'd rather not smell like cigarette smoke. So
have you like?
I'm trying really hard to get the smell out though, because it's a lot of Beanie Babies. It's like over 100 Beanie Babies.
Oh my god!
That I bought from this lady. So I'm like, I don't want to have to get rid of them.
And you're not gonna like put them in water, I'm guessing, right?
I can't because they have tags on.
Oh.
Tags.
Oh, okay.
If I wanted to do that, I'd have to take all the tags off, which I could.
But you don't want to.
Like I said, I'm probably never gonna resell them. But like, I don't know. It just feels wrong. Did
she specify that, like, oh yeah, these have like smoke in them?
No.
No. Oh.
I didn't even think. I didn't even think about it. Because I thought, oh, I could get the smell out even if it did, but no, it's really hard to get it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. We haven't tried everything yet, so I'm just gonna keep trying, and yeah, we'll see.
Like
it's just a lot.
Like anything that's not like not fucking washing them.
Yeah, I'm scared to wash them anyway because they got beans in them.
Right. Like you can't really put them.
Know.
You can't really wash them in the bath. You can't really put them in the washing machine. You can't put them in the dryer because they'll tear and like fall apart.
That's what I'm worried about. But I did read. Some people said that they did put theirs in the dryer, like just the dryer, not the washer.
Right.
And that does help get the smell out. So, but then I'm afraid my dryer's gonna smell like cigarettes, and I don't want my clothes to smell like cigarettes. So.
Yeah, you could always go to like a laundromat.
That's what I said, but I don't want to walk up into the laundromat with 100 fucking Beanie Babies. Be like, hey, I need to pay to dry these. Thanks.
I think they've seen weirder. I genuinely think that people have seen weirder. No, imagine how cool it'd be. Like you be someone's store. It's like, yeah, I saw someone with like 100 Beanie Babies. So you're being memorable.
I have to bring them all. bring them all in like a tote and then bring a second tote with me that's clean so that I don't put them back in the smoke tote.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like, just, like, get, like, another, like, carrier or, like, a basket for them.
Exactly.
I wish you luck on that. I feel so bad that you were tricked into buying, like, stinky smoke babies.
I mean, I don't know. She didn't say they were smoky scent, but she didn't say they weren't either.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about it.
I've, like, sold some of my items, like, recently. Like, I've been selling some stuff that I don't really care about that much. Like, some, like, Monster High dolls that I bought that I'm just like, I don't want them anymore. And, like, I always, like, specify... It's always crucial for me to specify, like... I guess, like, this is tips from Tim if you ever want to sell your shit. Always specify if you have, like, a pet-friendly home or of a smoke home, because, like, people do look for that. Because especially with plushies, oh my god. If it's, like, a plushie from a pet home where, like, it was actively around, like, a cat or a dog, you can't sell that shit because some people have allergies. And you're liable for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like... And, like, some people can't, like, first of all, can't stand the smell of smoke, or, like, slightest possibly being allergic to it, so... But, it's like, you gotta put that shit in the, like, descriptions where... Did you buy them, like, online, or did you buy them at, like, the babies from a lot, or something?
It was, like, a Facebook Marketplace listing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta put that shit in the descriptions. I wish you luck.
Thanks! Now I know, now I'm smarter. I just wish I hadn't spent $100 to find out.
Okay. Well, again, just like, that sucks. Oh my god. So now's the sentimental question I meant to shoot you with earlier. I say shoot as like I'm shooting with like a dart go of the question. So, what was like your thing as a kid? Was it art, gaming, writing, any of the sorts? And how has that skill or hobby developed over the years? And how would you compare it to your younger years too?
I definitely think my thing as a kid was drawing. I at least when I distinctly remember when I turned like 12, or not when I turned 12, but I was 12. And I remember being on the bus and I had this story that I was like writing in my head all the time, and I just wanted to like draw the characters. And they were very heavily based on like Shaolin Showdown, because I used to fucking love that show. Which I would say Shaolin Showdown is like the original Avatar: The Last Airbender, but
yeah,
bury that. And I just wanted to draw my own characters, and then that stemmed into like everything. I don't know. My whole life is art now. So yeah, compared to my younger years, when I hope I'm a better artist, but I definitely did keep drawing my whole life.
But you've definitely expanded. Like you you make comics and like you sell like your art. It's like I love your comics. They're so cute.
Thank you. I haven't made any recently. I really should make more. It's just been a while.
No, I get you. Life and like even art block. I get that. No, yeah.
I just, other artistic things came up, like I mostly spend my time streaming. Yeah.
No, yeah, like, I get it. Like, I haven't been able to draw a lot because, like, I have, like, a lot of commissions and also, like, school, so that gets in the way of a lot.
Yeah. What was your thing as a kid?
It was also art. Like, definitely, both art and actually writing for me, actually.
Nice. I guess I did writing too, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to think about it anymore.
You have a degree, though!
I do have a degree, you're right.
But yeah, no, writing and, like art a lot. Pokemon was definitely that, like, trigger for me to draw a lot of Pokemon stuff. Funny enough, like, my obsession with Mewtwo was more than, like, just that plushie. I had a massive crush on him as a kid. So, I, like...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad. I had, like, a whole universe dedicated to where Mewtwo was, like, this cat boy, and I was a cat girl, and I pair them together. And...
That's actually adorable.
Yeah, but it was really fucked up, though, actually. Like, they were, I just remember that, actually, my obsession would be a cat. I just remember my obsession would be a cat girl was so bad that I remember this one assignment that I was given in, like, my library. Like, because we would in my elementary school, we'd go to the library for assignments. We didn't have, like, other classes. So we would go to the library for assignments, and, one of the assignments was, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And this is not correlated to what I had thought I was going to be when I turned 20 at all. Because you want to know what I wrote down?
What?
I said I wanted to not only be an actress, right? Like a performing actress, which I'm not.
Yep.
But I also wanted to get cat ears surgically attached to my head.
Oh my god. That's probably like the that's the answer to your next question.
That's my answer. No, I literally wrote down and I drew a picture of like my persona at the time on a stage in front of people with cat ears with like X stitches on my head. And I'm just like, I'm looking back at that now, I'm just like, why? That would never work, first of all.
That's so fucking funny.
Like, the closest I'll ever get to, like, anything with my ears is, like, I've seen people, like, do, like, these little, like, snippet surgeries where, like, people would get, like, their top of their earlobe, like, snipped and, like, reattached to be pointy, to look like elf ears.
What? Oh my god. That's insane.
No, it's a thing. It's actually, like, hold on, let me see if I can, like, hold on. Elf ears surgery.
I've never heard of that.
No, yeah, like, hold on. Copy image. Literally, like, they will, like, snip the top of your ear and, like, point them together. This is what it is. And it's real.
Oh my god. I'm not a fan of that. It looks kind of frightening, I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is, like, I think what's worse is, like, most surgeries get them wrong, so they look really fucked up.
Yeah. But
it's like, no, yeah, I mean, a part of me was like, you know what, I would kind of do that, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. One of my ears is actually already fucked up because I have a torn earlobe, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I wore earrings a lot when I was a kid and growing up, and I had, like, hoop earrings, like, very small hoop earrings, and I have a brother who like, you know, wrestled with me a lot. You can piece the rest, basically.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I came to school one day with my earlobe torn, and my friends were just like, what happened to your earlobe? I was like, oh yeah, my brother tore out my earring.
Oh my god.
So now I know why people with earrings take their earrings out before they fight. So I know that now.
Yeah, for sure. That shit's dangerous.
Yeah, but, no, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, art and writing was my thing as a kid.
Same. Did your school have, like, an art contest kind of thing
So,
happening?
yes and no. So my elementary, oh my god, I hated this as a kid growing up. Basically my schools, when I was a kid, my middle school and elementary school, specifically my elementary school, would do this thing where at the end of the year, when everyone's, like, graduating, like, leaving elementary school, they'll announce, like, the top artists of the class, of, like, the grade, right? And it was really, like, demeaning, like, really, like...
Yeah, that's really weird.
Like, I felt like complete shit, and the thing is, I felt really proud of my art, because a lot of the kids actually really liked my art. I specifically did, like, a lot of dress designs, actually, because I was really into fashion as a kid, actually. So I, like, made up, like, a lot of dress designs, and a lot of kids would be like, wow, that's really cool, oh my god, you're such a talented artist. And the art teacher, to be honest, the art teacher was kind of a bitch, and I think she hated her job. There was one time where, like, one time when she was, like, teaching, she wasn't even teaching, it was, like, a free period class, and she was going through all the junk in her house, and she was, like, she put all the junk, like, in her class. She was like, hey, if you guys want to take this junk, you can take it. And I'm just like, that's weird to do with kids. You know, like, I took home, like, a ceramic pot with me, and also, like, a little trinket box, too. I used to still have the trinket box, actually.
That's really funny.
Yeah, no, it's like a cat, like, sitting on, like, a chair, and I still have it to this day, and I'm just like, that's weird that I got this from a teacher who's just giving away her shit in an art class in elementary school. But my point is, not changing from the point, at the end of the year, I thought I was like the well-known, like, artist kid, and, like, all the people, like, liked it. My art teacher picked this other girl who, I don't know, this was also, like, a girl that I always, like, hated, actually, because she was a bitch to me and my friend when we were kids.
Yeah.
So it felt so unfair to me when, like, the teacher announced, like, oh, the winner is this person, and like presented like her like chalk painting that she did of like a tiger, and the sad part is it looked like a really good picture of a realistic tiger, and I'm just sitting here with my anime looking wolf painting I did, and after the assembly, my brother or my parents said this, and he's like, I thought you said you were the best artist in your grade. I'm just like, I'm like in 5th grade.
Oh my god, if my parents said that to me, I think I'd cry.
I was so upset. I did cry when I was a kid. And then I got the same thing in middle school, except there was a contest. There was an art contest in middle school where we had like a Renaissance fair. There was a Renaissance fair in Pennsylvania, and I think it was 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. The 7th or 8th grade, I don't remember specifically. But we were allowed, no, it was 8th grade, actually. Yeah, it was 8th grade. We were going to go to the Renaissance Fair, but the school wanted a poster to represent the school, because there was an art contest at the Renaissance Fair, right? Mm-hmm. And there'd be, like, 27 schools competing. And so there was, like, 2 lines of competition. One is, like, getting the acceptance picture, and then the other was, like, winning the Renaissance Fair, right? I drew my picture as a self-insert picture, actually.
Oh my god.
Because I was really obsessed with self-inserts as a kid, and still am now. So, like, I drew myself as, like, you know, I drew myself holding 2, like, theater masks saying, like, I think the show must go on. Because, you know, it was like, because, you know, Renaissance theater is, like, a big thing in the Renaissance. Yeah. So I did that. Uh-huh. And, I don't remember what the other competitors was. But the thing is, I knew that same girl who won, like, the art stuff in, like, elementary school, She didn't compete because she said she didn't have time, and I'm kind of glad she didn't compete because I think I would have lost to her, actually. And she did compete, but she did. So, and, like, I won. I actually won that competition where it was, like,
that's awesome.
So I felt really proud, and then my poster was hung up next to, like, all these other posters. The thing was, I didn't know that we weren't, like, it wasn't just posters because the other, like, schools did, like, tapestries. Like, they like, sewn, like, quilted tapestries. I'm just like, oh, I'm sure I'm not gonna win this. I actually won 3rd place in that.
That's so cool.
And that's, like, my biggest, like, achievement. I've never won an award before. Besides, like, you know, school, I don't count the school awards because it's like, I don't really count that as, like, awards, you know? But that's, like, my biggest award I've won. And I still have that poster and the ribbon to this day because that's, like, the thing I treasured the most, honestly.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have, like, I've won awards at school, the ones you don't count.
Yeah, yeah.
I still have those. Like, I have, well, it was cool when I was in, like, middle school. We got, like, these actual medals.
Oh, that's cool.
And I really liked that. I still have that. But then in high school we got, like, a certificate, like a paper certificate.
I only got, like, papers throughout elementary school to high school. I only ever got papers. That's it. That's cool. You got medals, cool, though.
But, like, yeah, I really like the medal. It was of all things, it was for fucking computer class.
Really?
I got a medal for being good at computers.
You're good at being terminally online. Here's an award.
Yep, I am. Let's go. Love that.
No, yeah, I honestly don't compete in many, like, I see, like, art competitions sometimes online. I don't often compete in that because I'm just like, no.
I used to when I was on DeviantArt a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I only ever did, like, one art contest, and then I did, like, a voting thing with, like, Garten of Banban. I don't know if you ever saw me post about that.
I think I might have seen it.
I kept, like,
Garten of Banban.
Oh, that's, like, we'd be here all day.
Okay.
It's a game. It's a game series. It's not good, but I love it.
Understood.
I
will hydrate. Thank you, bread.
Yes, thank you, Gail, for the hydrates. It's a dumb game. I'm really obsessed with it, and I feel like if you were to play the game, you would just be like, Tim, why?
Oh my god.
Because you will be like that.
I was definitely the drawing kid. It wasn't until, like, 8th grade that this other person moved to our town, and then she could also draw really well, and it was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be the drawing kid anymore.
I'm not the drawing kid anymore.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was my thing as well as a kid. Like, again, like, that one girl in my class who just, like, took my spotlight, and again, she was a bitch, and I hated her. I still hate her to this day, because she was a bitch in college, too. So I heard, so...
It really sucked. I really liked that girl when she first moved to our town, and, like, I hung out with her a lot, and then she started dating my ex.
Oh!
And it was like, oh, okay. And so then we stopped talking.
Oh.
Like, alright, that's nice.
Thank you, Brett, for the stretch, by the way. I am not shrimping, so thank you. No, yeah, I actually always hated, like, the girl I hated, because, like, I always had a rivalry with her, honestly, because she came off always, as a child, she was always so condescending, actually, and,
yeah,
like, she always thought she was, like, better than me, and, like, and the thing is, I actually hung out with her a little bit, because, like, my friends were, like, friends with her, so she was kind of obligated to invite me to things, because I remember I had a sleepover at her house, and she was very controlling in that sleepover, meanwhile, me and the other girls were, like, having fun, so...
Yeah.
She was just a bitch all around, in my opinion, and, like, she became, like, the mean girl in my life in elementary school, and then into middle school, I was like, I don't care about her. I didn't talk to her. I didn't look at her. I didn't do anything with her. And then I left the state. I left Pennsylvania until when high school started. And then I heard, like, horror stories about her from then on. Like, she just was not a good person. Like, her partner's even worse. I think she got engaged to that same person. So...
Damn.
It's just like, I don't ever want to see her again. I hope I never come in contact with her. If I did, I'm just gonna shove my millions of followers in her face. Because I just don't respect her that much, so...
Tell her to go fuck off.
Yeah, go fuck off. I'm so sorry about, like you with that, like, that girl, too, in your childhood.
I know, it sucks, because, like, we were... I don't know, it was, like, towards the end of 8th grade. Mm-hmm. So, like, you're about to go into high school and stuff, and, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a real bummer, because I thought she was really cool, and we could have been really good friends, but, yeah, no.
That sucks.
That didn't happen.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, moving on from other cringy people, let's talk about your cringe.
No, let's not.
We're gonna talk about it. So, cringiest thing. What was the cringiest thing you did as a kid? And would you do that same cringy thing, or would you have changed it if you could?
Oh, God, I had a hard time, like, actually thinking of what to say for this.
Oh, boy.
Like, I mean, kids are cringy all the time. But, like, it's hard to, like, pinpoint a specific time. Mm-hmm. Like, I did a lot of cringy shit.
Right.
I'm sure. But I don't remember it all. I did remember one thing, and it's really embarrassing.
Okay.
And
only share if you're comfortable, by the way. Only share if you're comfortable.
No, I'm gonna share. Share.
Okay.
So, I loved Gara, yeah?
Yeah.
I would collect these Naruto cards.
Uh-huh.
They weren't the actual card game. Like, there's an actual Naruto card game.
Mm-hmm.
I did collect some of those cards. You know, I'm really sad, too. I actually sold those cards when I was in college, and I really wish I hadn't. I wish I still had them. But same with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I sold all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in college, so that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I got this Gara card.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
From these, like, fake Naruto. They were like those, you know those really thick Pokemon cards that just, like, have pictures of, like, the movies on them and stuff?
Yeah.
It was like that, but for Naruto. And so I had this Gara one that was like a character card. It was like him on one side, and on the back it had a bunch of information about him. Mm-hmm. And I used to, like, carry it around with me everywhere.
Yeah.
And just, like, everybody knew about it, and then I loved it so much, and then they would tease me, and then this one time I was like, fine, if you guys are gonna be mean about it, I'm just gonna rip the card in half.
Oh!
And I was, like, crying. And then they were like, no, wait, we're just kidding, it's fine. And I didn't rip it all the way, I just ripped it a little bit. that's probably the cringiest thing I've ever done.
Oh my god. I'm gonna rip it. Oh, I kind of get it though.
I was just a sad little emo kid that's like, I love Gaara. That is so stupid. Oh my god! And I used to stay up and watch Naruto with my stepsister, and I told her all about my OCs and like their relationship with Gaara and stuff, and she it came to a point where she thought they were real characters because the way I was talking about them. Oh god.
Just like, just imagine you carry out the Gaara card.
Yeah, it's pretty cringy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty fucking cringy.
That's fair.
Cards played such a big part of my life. Like, I had this one Yu-Gi-Oh card once that I loved. It was like a Toon. It was from Pegasus's deck. I can't remember which card it was though. It was one of the Toon World cards, and I had a friend who like tried to steal it from me or something, and I knew that they were trying to steal it. It was this one friend who had also stolen one of my fucking Pokemon games once.
Aww.
And I knew that he stole it because we were playing Pokemon together, and I saw in the game, I saw what his fucking name was in the game, and it was my name. I'm like, that's me. You're playing my game. Where did you get that? That's mine! He was like, no, I found it on the ground, like... I'm like, no, you didn't. It was my Pokemon Diamond game. Maybe that's why I hate Diamond and Pearl so much.
You hate
That's like my least favorite gen.
Really?
Yeah, I've always hated it. Oh, what did you just say earlier? You liked... And I was like, oh yeah, really? Oh, Oshawott!
Yeah, Oshawott! Yeah, Gen 5.
Oshawott is my favorite starter, like, ever, as well. But I fucking hate Samurai.
What?
I was so upset when they made Oshawott, like, not... Like, he evolved, and then he got on all fours. I'm like, why, though? Like, this is the one time that I wanted you to stay on 2 legs. Why did you go on all fours? I didn't get that.
I love Samurai, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're the only one.
What?
I guess Trax does too. I don't know what it is. I still choose Oshawott, don't get me wrong, but a Samurai just... He doesn't do it for me. I don't know. And then they had the chance to make him better in Legends Arceus, and then they did nothing. He looks exactly the fucking same. They just changed his colors a little bit.
I like his original design more than Arceus anyway, but like I love Samurai. I think that's like because like each gen has like a certain theme. Was it fucking for a Gen 5 specifically, like the theme of their stars were like specifically like I think like royalties sort of, because like Superior is like based off like a not an emperor, because Empoleon's like emperor base, and then Embor is like a wrestler base, and then Samurai is like it's not even royalty. I don't remember what it was. I think it was fighters, I want to say. I don't remember.
Yeah, he's like a samurai, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he's a samurai, but then Embor's like a wrestler of some sorts, and I don't remember what Superior is specifically. But they each have like their own theme going on. So,
it's so funny. It's like Pokemon have all these crazy themes and stuff now.
Yeah.
But like Gen 1 and 2, they were just fucking
creatures.
Guys.
They were just monsters.
They were just little creatures. Why do they have to have themes? I just want cute creatures.
I mean, Gen 3 was also like creature based, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So like Gen 1 to 3, it was Gen 4 that started having the themes.
Yep, ruined it. I told you, Gen 4 sucks.
He's like kickback. He's like, yeah, Gen 4, kinda cringe.
I don't know. I've never liked Gen 4, and I absolutely fucking hate Bidoof.
Can I ask? You hate Bidoof? He seems like your kind of guy.
I hate him!
Can I ask why?
I don't have a reason. I just don't like him. I don't know why. I honestly don't. Probably something happened when I was young and made me like really hate Bidoof because of it. Maybe I just ran into Bidoof all the time. I don't know. I just never liked him. Don't like that guy.
You just like look at Bidoof, just like you and your stupid fucking face.
Yeah, Bidoof, I can't believe you're here. Should have never come here.
Oh, you would hate the remakes of. Have you played the remakes of Diamond and Pearl?
They suck.
They do. They do.
I bought them and I played it, but you know what? You know what, Tim? I got a shiny starter. I didn't even try. It just happened.
Oh, that's
I got a shiny Chimchar, but then I never beat the game because I fucking hated it.
I also hate. Did you hate when you saw Bidoof everywhere when you had to do like an HM thing?
I don't even remember. Probably.
Because they remove like the discs of HM. There's only Bidoofs.
Yeah.
There's only Bidoofs doing your work now.
You're so right. You know what? Serves them right. Fuck them right.
Do my dirty work. Oh my god. Is there any Pokemon from Gen 4 you do like?
I like Weasel.
That's okay.
I mean, I don't hate Gen 4 Pokemon. That's my least favorite gen.
That's fair,
Except
yeah.
Bidoof. I do hate Bidoof.
But you hate Bidoof. Do you hate Bibarel then too?
Yes. Hate them both. Don't talk to me if you've got a Bibarel.
Bibarel. Bidoof is so silly though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bidoof lovers. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're valid to like what you think. It's so valid. So like Weasel, like did you also hate like Team Galactic? I'm guessing. Did you think they were boring?
They were fine. I don't know. Gen 4 as a whole, I think, was kind of boring. And then Gen 5 is amazing. I love that one.
Yeah. It's like, okay, just like, I'm sorry to ask you so much about Gen 4, because like I'm trying to like find like where like was it Cynthia? Like you didn't beat the game though.
I didn't mind her. I didn't really care about her.
You didn't care about her?
I don't really know. Honestly, I've played those games the least because they're boring. I didn't like them. You know, one of the best parts about the games was, like, the mining you could do.
Yeah!
To get the cool stuff. And then they got rid of that in the remake. So
yeah,
like,
they did. Because I believe with some of the stuff in the mining, it required internet, I want to say. I think it did.
Oh.
Yeah, so they probably removed that because you got to pay for your internet now.
Well, they could have just let us mine still.
No, you're just like now you got to pay for it. I hate that. I hate that gen because it ruined the walking animation. Listen, I love Soul Silver. That's my favorite all-time Pokemon game.
Yes, same.
I love Soul Silver for every reason. First of all, I love Johto and Kanto. I love that they're both included. Sir Kaito Foxglove, thank you for subscribing! You've been subscribed for 18 months, my goodness! Thank you! Also, I saw what you said, Dual Tracks. A Gen 5 starter thing, I believe it was Japanese social class. Superior is the elite class, Swammer the warrior, and Embor the working class like a blacksmith. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I would never have thought Embor is a blacksmith, though. That's interesting. Oh, that's cool. But, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
I was talking about Pokemon. Oh yeah, like the mining function's gone, so he's like no more mining. Oh yeah, Soul Silver. That's my favorite. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite Pokemon game of all time because of so many things. Because first of all, one of my favorite things of all time from Soul Silver is the walking. The fact that your Pokemon can walk right behind you will always be my favorite fucking thing. I'm glad that they brought it back in like a Scarlet and Violet. I love that. Sword and Shield, I fucking hate them for needing to pay for it, because fuck you.
Yeah, wait, what, you need to pay for it?
It's in the DLC. Like, there's, like, DLC for for Sword and Shield, and, like, when you buy the DLC, your Pokemon can follow you outside the Pokeball. And I'm just like, fuck
everywhere?
You. Yeah.
Or just in the DLC?
It's all in the I think when you buy the DLC, then it's, like, everywhere. But it's like, I'm not paying $30 for my Pokemon to follow me. That should already be in the game.
That's bullshit.
It is.
I did not realize that. I don't even think I played the DLC on Sword and Shield.
I never bought it because I hate Sword and Shield. That's the gen I hate actually. I hate Sword and Shield so much.
Oh, I hate the story of Sword and Shield, but I didn't mind the game itself.
I actually hated a lot about Sword and Shield, honestly. Like Sword and Shield is like kind of your Sinnoh. It's like my Sinnoh basically. my
Gotcha.
Gen 4. I hated the characters. I hated the story. There's a lot of Pokemon I actually really hate in that gen.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Fair.
I hate the final evolutions of all the Pokemon of our starters. I hate them so
Yeah.
much. I specifically hate the fire starters final evolution Cinderace.
I love Cinderace.
I'm sorry, I hate Cinderace. I hate it so much.
You hate the furry bait Pokemon? What the fuck?
Make them monsters. They're supposed to be monsters. Damn it.
To be fair, like every single one of the final starters is pretty like
furry.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And I hate what they did to Inteleon. Like, Inteleon
oh my
is
god.
dumb as shit.
Oh my god, I fucking hate Inteleon too. Like, I picked Grookey when I played my game. I thought Grookey was like the fine one because at least it was still a monkey and not like.
To me, Cinderace was the one that was okay because I thought his like evolution line made the most sense, like aesthetically.
I don't mind the baby. Like Score Bunny, I love Score Bunny. Score Bunny's good in my book.
Score Bunny's basically just Cinderace but smaller.
Yeah, but no, I hate Cinderace. It's different because Cinderace got like it's like a giant Judy Hops, and it's like.
Oh my god.
And I also hate Raboot. Oh my god, don't get me started on Raboot because I
love him. He's a little emo bitch. What do you mean? He's so funny.
I hate that he's a little emo bitch. It's like, where did this come from? Is this your skin or clothes?
That is the best. He has a pouch. It's built in.
I
It's
don't
like a kangaroo.
I don't like that they all go through an emo phase. Like fucking Thwacky, fucking Inteleon's second phase literally has emo hair. Like I don't like that they go through an emo phase. I think it's stupid.
I mean, they're not the only gen to do that. Many gens do that.
I mean, which one had like which gen had like emo starter Pokemon?
Fucking Sun and Moon right away. Dartrix is so emo. The second evolution of Rowlet.
Okay, yeah, but Brawny and like fucking Torracat were still fine. That's like the one exception. I mean, like
that's because they're very based on like high school tropes. Like Dartrix was the emo one. What is the name? Braun? It's not Brawny. It's like Brion.
Brion? Brawny?
Brione.
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably that.
Anyway, that's like the preppy girl, and then fucking the other one's the jock. Boom.
The other one, not say Torracat.
Because they're like teenagers, you know, like.
Okay, yeah, but like there were still, I think like the other problem is that like Galar starters are all on two legs. At least like they're all still animal based in like Sun and Moon.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So
I'm not gonna sit here and say that the Galar starters are great. They're not the best.
No.
Their babies are cute as fuck.
Yes.
Their evolutions were like, what the fuck?
They ruined Sobble. Sobble had such potential and they ruined.
They did. I thought Sobble was gonna become some cool dragon, and then when I saw what he was, I was like, no way, that's real. That's not real. That's crazy. That looks fake as fuck.
And then he has like 5 fingers. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have fingers?
Yeah. It was dumb. He should have been a cool dragon.
I just did not enjoy Sword and Shield, and I'm gonna hate when I have to replay it for a stream because I'm doing like a Nuzlocke of every Pokemon game, and I'm gonna have to play fucking Sword and Shield.
I did a Nuzlocke of Sword actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you win?
It was fine. Yeah, I won.
Oh yeah. To be fair, Galar's like stupid easy for some reason, so.
It is very easy. Not as easy as X and Y, but.
No, yeah. So, moving on from Pokemon, let me hit you with another hard-hitting question. Because we're close to finishing up here. Okay, so, do you think your past self would be excited or proud of the person you become, or do you think otherwise?
I think that they would be happy that I do art and I make money doing art.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they would... I don't know if they'd understand gender but I think it would make more sense. Like, I grew up very masculine, but I was forced into like a feminine
lifestyle.
Like, yeah, basically. And I didn't really get it when I was young, how it all was, but yeah, I don't know. I think that they'd be I don't know, as happy as a kid could be about something like that, you know?
Right. No, that's understandable. I get you. And then I think this one's also like right back to back with that question. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your past self?
So this is kind of sappy, but
No, go ahead.
I said that someone will love you, and that you don't need to worry about it so much right now. And save all your Pokemon cards. And games, because I sold like all of my Game Boy Color games. I know. I'm so sad about it. Like, I sold them all when I was in college.
Oh, I'm on my knees, Lib. No.
Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Crystal.
You're hurting me.
I don't have any of them anymore. I didn't have any. Because I figured, I have them on the DS, because you could, like, buy them on the eStore and stuff.
Yeah, but, like, it's not the same, though.
I know it's not. I know. Listen, I was dumb. I was dumb. I regret it.
Oh, and buying them is like selling a kidney.
Yeah, well, they're so expensive now that I'm just not gonna have them. But, yeah, it's a bummer. I only have my DS up. I sold Ruby and Sapphire too, I think.
No!
I know. I'm the worst.
Oh my god. I'm on my hands and knees. No.
I sold one copy of Diamond. I had 2 copies, so.
Okay, well that's okay. But the rest is like, no!
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't own, like, the original, like, game. I didn't have, like, the brick, like, the Game Boy.
Yeah.
My brother didn't have that either. We only had the Game Boy Advance where, like, it flipped up. And we only have 2.
Well, that's not even the Advance, that's the SP.
The SP one. Well, I just remember it being called the Advance, so. But
the normal Game Boy Advance wasn't like a square. It was like a weird. It was almost round.
It was round?
Weird shape. It was like long. It was more like the Switch shape, but the screen was obviously way fucking smaller.
Hold on, wait. I want to look at it while. But
the SP was the first one.
Oh, it's like a controller. Oh, okay. Okay, I see it. That's controller. I'm just laughing at its shape.
Yeah.
But I had the SP version, right? And my brother only had 2 Pokemon games, and that was Emerald and Leaf Green. My brother actually at one point, this is something my brother did for me, because when I first started really enjoying Pokemon, and Mewtwo was my biggest obsession, he traded his old, either it was Emerald or Leaf Green cartridge game to get me a Mewtwo card from his friend.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, he actually managed to get a new cartridge, because it was still around the time where, like, Pokemon games were outrageously expensive, so he got a new game, so it's okay. But
that's good.
He traded his old game for a Mewtwo card for me, because I love Mewtwo so much, and I didn't have a Mewtwo card, but he knew a friend that did. So, and I still have that Mewtwo card to this day.
That's awesome. That's so nice.
If honestly, like, if he didn't buy a new game, I probably would have screamed, like, no!
Yeah.
Because, like, compared to the game and cards, like, that's such an unfair trade.
I mean, I guess it depends on the card.
I guess, yeah, that depends. But it's also, like, it was a very basic Mewtwo card. It wasn't even holographic. It was already, like, wrinkly, too. But I still have it. It means a lot to me, because my brother, like, gave up a lot for it for me.
I mean, that's really sweet.
I love my brother. He actually buys me a lot of Pokemon cards. He'll come into my room one day as I'm working, and he'll be like, hey, throws a Pokemon card stuff in my face, and leaves.
I love that.
What
a wholesome relationship.
He often buys me the cards. So he's like, hey, you want to open those on, like, your stream? I'm like, yeah, I'll open them on stream. He's like, okay, and then he'll leave. Because he knows I stream, and he, like, supports me, so.
That's so nice. What the heck? We love a supportive brother.
Yeah, I love my brother. He's really great. Well, Liv, I'm going to hit you with the last and final question, as we have reached our...
The most important one.
The most important one. Did you have light-up Skechers as a kid?
I did, yeah.
What color were they?
I don't know if they were Skechers brand, but I did have light-up shoes.
Okay, that works. As long as they were light up.
I don't know what color they were, but they lit up like a police car.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Like red, white, and blue, I guess.
Yeah. Officer Lib to the rescue.
Dude, everybody had those shoes. Everybody had the light-up shoes.
Either...
If you didn't, you were lame.
Well, it was either you had the light up shoes or you had the Heelys.
The Heelys?
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I was about to say, did you have the Heelys?
You want to know the reason why I had that question at the end of everything? Because I didn't have layup Skechers as a kid.
Aww.
I didn't. No. I also didn't have Heelys as a kid, so I always have to ask, did you have those shoes?
You just lived a sad life.
Yeah, I only had the Velcro.
Oh my god.
Just saddle Velcros just like rip and just
damn.
Yeah.
Well, I did have them and they were lovely. We should normalize adult shoes having lights in them.
I so agree with that. We need layup shoes for adults. Why isn't that a thing yet? Make it happen.
Yeah, it's so goofy. I would love some light up shoes.
Well, that is my final question for the interview, and thank you. Thank you again for joining with me today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. This was very fun.
I'm so glad. And thank you, chat, for coming in, and also Lib's audience for coming by for my chat. I'm gonna give you a shout out, actually.
Aw.
Because you deserve it and you're very talented. Go check them out. They are so talented, and like their stream sub is so much fun. Like, if you love loud and fun, go follow them.
Loud is definitely true. I feel like I whenever I do something like this on someone else's stream, I'm like way more chill, and I'm not like that on my own stream.
You're fun.
A lot of yelling.
You're fun to be around. And again, thank you again for coming on here again. It was so nice to talk to you again after a while.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to you too.
So chat, thank you again for coming on. I believe tomorrow, what day is it tomorrow? What's on my schedule? Because I'm such a busy person.
I feel you.
Okay, yeah, so...
I have a calendar now, like a real adult. Like, what the
fuck? I also have a calendar, but I don't write my streams on it. I like, post my schedule stuff in my server.
I'm so bad at keeping up. Like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you, Tim.
Yeah.
I was supposed to post a schedule today, and you were gonna be on it, and guess what? I never did that. So.
I was actually looking at your Twitter today. I was like, hey, where's Lib's schedule?
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm the worst. Whenever I go and do stuff with people on a Monday, I never fucking... I feel so bad because I'll probably end up posting it tomorrow. I'll still put you on it, but it's already passed, so it doesn't...
It's okay. It's okay. I was just curious. It's like, where's the schedule? Scritches my head.
I'm really bad about keeping up with my schedule, but I always make sure to tell the Discord that I'm here, so they know. That's why people still show up.
No, you're so fine. I still appreciate it nonetheless. But no, yeah, I have a calendar too, but I put like life stuff, and I don't put my stream stuff on there, so I have like a separate thing. I post my schedule like in my server, not on Twitter though. So
yeah,
I need to make a proper schedule.
Adam made me a Google Calendar. Well, he made both of us like a Google Calendar, and so we put everything on there. We put our work schedules, we put like appointments. I put all my streams on there, so we know like, oh no, we can't do something that day because of this, because of that. Like,
that's smart.
And every single one of my collabs goes like, you're on my calendar. Just to make sure, like, because I've accidentally double booked myself so many times in the past because I just forget. Right. So I'm like, no, the calendar has helped a lot.
I need to start
highly recommend.
I need to start doing calendars with my stream stuff, because I have had moments where I overbook when I agree to do like a collab stream, but then like I forget. I also do a bunch of D&D stuff with friends, so I'm in a bunch of sessions, so that will overlap. It's like, oh no, I can't do the stream. Oh no, I can't do the D&D. I'm panic. I don't want to let someone down. So I need to start doing that. Actually, that's really smart. But no, yeah, I also have like a whiteboard of like my things to do today. Like, so I always write down the stuff I'm gonna do today on my whiteboard.
Every time I try to do that, I just don't keep up with it. So
I mean, that's kind of like the thing that happens though, which is fine. I sometimes don't put like big things. Sometimes I put like things that I know is gonna happen, like go to doctors, take a shower, work on homework, and I'll cross it off once I'm done, and I'll feel proud. It's like I did something today.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, yeah, I still really appreciate you coming on here.
Of course.
For also shout out to Lib's chat for coming by and all the follows and love. I appreciate you all so much.
Thank you guys. Love you.
For my viewers, tomorrow I'll be streaming again. I'm going to be continuing my Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. and hopefully I don't lose
my
more
god, I
Pokemon.
really want to do that as well. That must be hard. Wait, so did you do one of the first gens?
I did, actually, and I actually did one of Pokemon. I did my first... So yeah, I'm doing this thing where I call it a Pokeathon, where I'm doing a Nuzlocke in every mainline Pokemon game. Mm-hmm. At least every one that, like, I can pick between, you know? Like, I'm not gonna do, like, one in red and one in blue.
I got you. You just pick the one you want, from that gen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I did do blue, and I actually won. And I have, like, a thing on my channel where I have, like, the about section where it's like, like the Pokeathon, like, Nuzlocke, did I win, and what was the team I won with? And you can see that on my channel, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm looking right now. That's awesome. I can't believe. Okay, I'm honestly like, props to you for winning a fucking Nuzlocke in one of the first games, because training in those games is so annoying.
I actually found a loop around it.
Long.
I found a loop around it. The daycare and just running around all day.
I guess that's... Do they train your Pokemon faster than you can?
Yeah, so basically there's this thing at the daycare. If you leave your Pokemon at the daycare and just run around like a shit ton, and like come back, those it's like, oh, we raised your Pokemon, and then like it's like 42 levels now.
That's actually awesome.
And I would do it just like, I leave like my fucking Pokemon in the daycare and I'll speed up my game and I'll run around as music plays. I'm like, hey chat, I actually did this thing where, when I was leveling up my Pokemon at the daycare and playing my Nuzlocke, I would pull up one of my friends' streams and just watch it as I did that.
Oh my god.
And my chat was like, I was like, chat, let's go talk in their chat while I'm doing this.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and like I haven't gotten to that point where I need to do that yet, but I'm not, like, if you're streaming and if I'm streaming, I'm gonna do that to your channel.
Oh my god.
But no, yeah, so that's like, I'm continuing my second stream for that Nuzlocke. I'm very scared of Crystal because of everything that's happened so far. I've already lost so many Pokemon, actually.
Damn.
I'm not
the older games I feel like are just a lot harder to do Nuzlockes in.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the yeah. I tried to I actually tried to like get a friend to put like rare candies on my thing because funny enough, every time I was training my Pokemon at the daycare, my game would crash.
Oh.
It crashed like twice, and I lost so much progress. I was like, fuck it, I gotta do the rare candy thing, and I was struggling to like get my friend to get the rare candy ROM like working. Mm-hmm. It was such a pain in the ass.
That sucks. I hate that. Sorry that it crashed.
It's okay. I still won. But now I got this Nuzlocke, and it's a problem. So now I'm scared.
Does the duping still work?
The duping?
Yeah, in like the old Johto games, you could like put your Pokemon into the box, and if you like turn your game off at a certain time and stuff, you'd just have 2 of that Pokemon.
I actually have not seen that happen yet. I guess I'll see like tomorrow. I've never heard of that before, so I guess I'll see.
I don't remember exactly what you have to do, but like fucking when I was a kid and we had that game, like everyone was doing that shit.
You missed the first North Route. Oh, I did? I'll have to go back to that later then tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't faced Whitney yet in Gen 2.
Oh, no.
but no, I found my key, though, because the chat was helping me along the way, and I found a female Machop as, like, a trade.
Oh, okay.
So I have my key.
You'll be good.
I'm scared, though.
You just gotta train them up, get it, like...
Beefy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm so scared of Whitney. I'm so scared because that fucking milk tank. I don't want to lose any of my Pokemon. Brutal. Yeah.
Whitney is the worst.
Mm-hmm. But, no, yeah, that's gonna be for tomorrow night, and I'm excited about that because I get to continue more of that Nuzlocke, and I've been eager to continue it. But...
Yeah, that's awesome.
But thank you again for joining me, Liv. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna send out a raid to Cat's stream, because Cat's streaming right now, playing some Fire Emblem, and I feel like bothering her.
Let's do it.
I don't ever have a raid message. So just go there, be chill, be nice, say hi to Cat. Just be good. Be good.
I'll send this in the chat. Hold on.
If it's a piss jar, I swear to God.
I don't know why you'd say that. That's actually kind of like rude of you to assume that that's what I was gonna say.
He's like, that's really rude of you to send. Sends the piss jar anyway.
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh my god. But thank you everyone for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.